They were hyping up them Spurs. They were saying they're the better team. They were choosing it. You had all the odd makers saying that the Spurs were the better team. But the Knicks are coming out here and handling business, man. They're taking up. This is where we're going for boys to men, all right? This is where it's boys to men. The New York Knicks are showing the San Antonio Spurs what they're all about, and they can't even hang, even when Wemby gets a clean look. But who you got there stopping him? Mitchell Robinson. All right, people, let's get into this damn thing. Damn. New York Knicks enter Game 2 against San Antonio. We're going to go up 2-0 in this series. And when you thought it couldn't get wacky enough from Game 1, Tony Brothers said, yo, Scott Foster, hold on, man. I know you're the extended, but don't worry. I'm going to come in here and really muddy this thing up because we want to make sure we can extend this series. And good Lord, between the questionable fouls on every damn single play, the New York Knicks were going against 5 themselves against 8, but it didn't matter because in the end, you had Mikal Bridges, you had Karl Anthony Towns, you had clutch free throw shooting by OG Anunoby, you had Landry Shamet once again, man, coming through in the clutch. You had all these guys coming through, man, putting in yeoman's work in order to beat these San Antonio Spurs on their home court. That's what it was, man. You watch this entire game from quarter to quarter, it was a slugfest. New York could not get anything going in that first quarter. It was difficult for them to even get into the driving lanes. San Antonio was doing their best job possible on the perimeter and protecting the paint. But all it took was Karl Anthony Towns answering the call, making big three after big three, taking Wemby to task. Forget the alien, man. Forget the alien. We got a tiger. We got the big bodega going downtown and attacking him. That's what we got right now, man. Karl Anthony Towns was huge. Rolling through that second quarter to give the Knicks the opportunity. And then what did his shot making do, man? This is why Leon Rose and Worldwide West went after him because he said, yo, we need a guy who can knock down threes when things are tough to open up these driving lanes. And that it did. And then what did you see? As the second went to the third, you started to see the Knicks get into the driving lanes. Kick, reverse, finding Mikal open for three, man. But look, as nice as it was for those 3 quarters, the Knicks in the fourth quarter would come to a freezing halt. You couldn't get any answers, man. Even Jalen Brunson, one of his worst games possible, man, decided to show up missing layups, missing the second free throw, giving the Spurs an opportunity to get back into this thing. But like I said, man, the Spurs had a lot of opportunities. Turnover by Wemby off a Castle, giving Brunson the chance to get to the free throw line. Then you have Wemby bricking shots, man. Why? Because you have the Wemby stopper in Mitchell Robinson out there on the court, man. Knicks would win this thing ultimately 105, once again 105 to 104, man. Hit that thumbs up button for your boys. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so. Knicks are up 2-0 in the series, and we're going back to the crib. Now they got to go to Area 51. We're going to put the alien on lock, man. We're about to examine him through and through. He ain't going to do anything at Madison Square Garden, man. All we need is for Knicks Nation to come through and give the energy to the New York Knicks, man. Knicks came out of this one nail-biter, 105 to 104. Damn, make sure to call through the Discord tonight, people. I want to hear your takes tonight. This is a hell of a game, man. Hell of a game that we just had to witness. And Tony Brothers and the rest of the refs were just going, whoo, crazy. Damn. What up, CK? How you doing?
Emotional, I ain't gonna lie. Emotional, man. Emotional. There's just so much levels to this game, man. So much levels. I'm gonna try my best to give y'all high energy today, but the voice is gone, bro. If you watch the play-by-play, the voice is gone. I'm actually working on getting those final moments for you guys to go on the socials, so you'll see that later. But just the way that we were able to withstand the nonsense of that fourth quarter. We could talk about the entirety of the game with the officiating, as you mentioned perfectly, but to survive those last few moments, Alex, we only got, outside of the OG 3 that we had to challenge for, we only got to the line one time in that fourth quarter. And on top of that, we decided to split them. Shout out to Jalen Brunson, my giving captain, giving them an opportunity to get back in the game. You know, it was such an odd game, a 5v8 type of game the entire night, and it didn't matter. The Knicks fought through, got the W in their crib. They gave us their best shot in their house. And Wembanyama out there doing some NBA street moves off the bootay, if you guys know, you know, on Stephen Castle down the stretch to give us the ball back. They weren't serious like we are serious about getting this NBA championship. Now, I'm sure we're going to see the videos and the clips of Wembanyama crying in the car. I could care so less because the Knicks are 2 games away, 2 of them, from being NBA champions for the first time in 53 years, man. And I just cannot say enough. Stats, ethics, I don't care, Alex. Win at any cost. I don't care if we win by 1 or 30. A win is a win. 2 more gets me a championship. Let's go, Knicks.
Let's go, man. Let's go. And yo, sorry for the people. The mics sound better right now. My apologies on that. Hey, there's look, I think Tony Brothers came through.
The win. You sounded perfect to me, brother. I ain't gonna lie. I'm sorry about the win. You sounded like an angel to me, anyways.
How's the?
It doesn't matter. You sound great now. Yeah, you sound better now, though. But man, you spitting fast.
Mike sounds better now. Does the mic sound better now, people? Oh my God! You know what happened? Because this is what happened. Tony Brothers got in onto my Discord and switched it all up. That's what happened, man. Because that's what Tony Brothers was doing tonight. But CK, as you already said, man, facts. This team is 2 wins away. 2 wins away from winning an NBA championship. And CK, this was Jalen Brunson's worst game. As you said, this was the Spurs' best opportunity. I mean, you couldn't have asked anything better if you're a Spurs fan than the way that this game was officiated. I'm going to say how it was officiated because it was blatant. Everybody on the timeline, CK, you saw it, I saw it. We have Bill Simmons tweeting about it. We have people who cover the Houston Rockets tweeting about it. We have everybody who's the NBA Nation watching how slanted it was for the San Antonio Spurs tonight. I mean, the fact that we had to watch OG Anunoby, people, the fact that we had to watch OG Anunoby and Mike Brown waste a challenge on that, where it's obvious then Champagne, and then you have Champagne out here acting like, I didn't foul him. What am I doing out here, man? Yeah, I'm going to give him the Cat Williams voice because he sounds like that right now, man, in my head. Ridiculous. Absolute ridiculousness. This was the hill the Knicks had to climb up, a mountain, actually. They had to climb up the mountain. And they did it, man, to go up 2-0 in the series against the Spurs. And they keep talking about the West is tough, man. I don't know if the West is tough anymore. I don't think it is, man. And the Knicks are going back to their crib, as I said, Area 51. We're calling Madison Square Garden Area 51. Project Manhattan. That's what it's about to be, people. We're about to experiment on this alien that the so-called NBA is trying to crown right now. All right? Don't disrespect the New York Knicks. Man, CK, there's so much to break down from this game, man. I am so hyped. Yeah. I am so hyped to this team, man. Yeah. This team, I mean, this is what their vision was. Let's just go on the macro scale for a second. This is what the vision was from Leon Rose, Worldwide West in the front office, man. They wanted to put together a team where it didn't matter if one guy wasn't hitting their shot. We saw Jalen Brunson when he arrived, man. He carried this team on his back. We saw that for 2 years. Even last year, man, against Detroit, against Boston, even with the new team last year, right? And they saw the vision last year. We just needed a new head coach to really unlock it. Brunson didn't have a good game. He didn't have a good game. But what did you get instead? You had Mikal Bridges, Landry Shamet. These guys just attacking, making shots. Mikal Bridges was just elite tonight. Karl-Anthony Towns. Yo, we're going to talk about you in a minute, Karl-Anthony Towns. Don't you worry. We're going to talk about Towns. But I got to give some respect to Mikal Bridges and Landry Shamet first because the role players did the role player thing on the road. You had Harper. You had Dylan Harper. You had Stephon Castle. You had all these guys making shots. You had Wemby, who went 7 in the first half, 22 in the second. These guys started to roll, but it didn't matter because you have these guys on this team who are capable of making tough shots and getting into position to put pressure on the opponent. And that's what Bridges, Shamet, OG did. All these guys, man. They all made big shot moments. Even Brunson, for as bad as it was tonight, man. But it was so tough to watch them go, CK, to begin, because the perimeter defense by the Spurs is something that we're seeing is legitimate against these Knicks, man. It is tough for these guys to find the driving lane often and early. It is the Knicks offense. It comes out looking like it's a slugfest against the Spurs, and I got to give credit to the Spurs, man, for as young as they are tenacious. And when you have somebody like Wembanyama, who is capable of just blocking shots at last second, it's a tough defense the Knicks are trying to unlock, but they continue to figure out in game 1 and game 2 how to unlock it. But man, it was challenging, man, and you needed some tough shot making tonight if you're going to win this one for sure.
Yeah, no, and it's like we've been saying the entire time. They tried to foul us out, like, you know, Tony Brothers and the crew. They tried to foul us out, but we've been saying this throughout this entire playoff run. We are a deep squad. Today was the perfect personification of that. You showed love to Bridges, and you know that I'm going to show nothing but love to Bridges because that third quarter showed it. We had a lineup where Towns and Brunson both were on the bench at the same damn time. And we had a lineup of Grand Theft Auto, GTA was on the floor. We had Landry Shamet, Deuce McBride, Mikal Bridges, and Mitchell Robinson as our 5. So normally, if you're a casual watching this game, you're looking at this like, oh, Spurs, that's food. Psych. Mikal Bridges went bonkers in that third quarter. Again, Brunson and Towns on the bench. Like you mentioned, Landry Shamet, huge in some big moments. Deuce McBride, I don't care what his stats look like. I don't care what people are saying. The lights are too bright. F that. When it was time to make shots that we needed at the right time, when our lead was starting to slip, when we were trying to get back in the game, Deuce made some crucial ones that got momentum going both ways. This is what this team does. Try and foul us out all you want. Man, Alex, when they talked about saying that they need to stop Brunson from scoring, I already knew, oh, okay, cool. So they're going to send the entire team after Brunson. Bet. That's exactly what we want. Please do so. Please, by all means, brother, please do so, because we got guys ready to go. You're going to take the ball out of Brunson's hands? Cool. Watch what else we got. Have you not been paying attention to these 12 games in a row? For sure. We got you on that. So, yeah, this team is built for this. The Spurs don't have enough, Alex. They don't have enough. How would we expect, like you said in Area 51, how do we expect them to look when they get over to New York, man? It's a damn jungle. Y'all ever watch E.T.? What did E.T. look like when he was in that river when he was on Earth for too long, man? He was dying. Wembanyama is he's going to have a hard time because they ain't going to be no go Spurs go in the Garden. I'm going to tell you that right now. Unless they're a celebrity, because, you know, celebrities going to get in because of money prices, but we ain't going to talk about that right now. But look, man, the Knicks want this, man. They want this. Everybody stepped up. But huge shout out to the depth. Like you mentioned with the others, with the role players. I can't wait to talk about the role players in more depth. But we got they to me, they were the highlights of today's game. That third quarter was just perfection. Perfection.
Perfection indeed. And you know what, man? It started when Towns started knocking down the threes in the first half, because once he started getting going, whether it was just driving on Wemby and putting that pressure on the rim, then the Spurs couldn't stay home, because what they were doing to begin this game, CK, was like, yo, they didn't have to double at first, right? They didn't have to double. You could stay home on Brunson. You could stay home on everybody. But who was it? And I thought even when they brought Towns out at the end of the first quarter, I was like, yo, Towns just hit some big shots for us, man. Mike Brown, what are we doing right now? I know that they want to lean on Brunson and they want Towns to start the second quarter, but he was the reason why we were starting to like creep back into this thing after the Spurs got out to a quick, fast start. They took him out. Then the beginning of the second quarter, what happens? Towns gets back in the game. He starts to bring it back. Exactly. It gets tied, man. It gets tied, and it's like, yo, just leave Towns out there. And because of what he did, it set it up for a perfect third quarter for that second unit and everybody off the bench, man, even the starters, because then what did you see start happening? You started to see the doubles on Brunson and starting to try to get the ball out of his hands. Right. And he made the quick reads, man. It was finding Mikal, it was finding OG. I mean, how about the time where it's doubled, they drove, and how many times did they just kick and drive, kick and drive, kick and drive, kick and drive? Ultimately, it ends up in a Mikal Bridges right corner three, and he drills it. It's because of Karl Anthony Towns that he did it, man, that this thing was able to unfold. So I got to give a lot of credit to Karl Anthony Towns. And you know what, man? I just can't hold back right now because of how great he has. This is my player of the game, man. We're going right into it. Forget the breaks, forget anything. We're going right into it. Player of the game is Karl Anthony Towns. Karl Anthony Towns was massive tonight. Massive. You're looking for answers, man. Like I said, Jalen Brunson, man was not shooting well tonight, and it's okay. We see that he has these moments, man. And look, got to give credit to the Spurs. They're doing a good job, man. They really threw him off his rhythm these first two games. Obviously, we saw the big fourth quarter that we had in game one tonight. He just didn't have it tonight. All right, 7 to 25, not the best from Brunson, but we know that he doesn't have bad back-to-back bad games. I'm expecting a good one once he gets back on the floor, Madison Square Garden on Monday, people. But Karl Anthony Towns. Big threes tonight, man. Big threes. Powerful, dominant, defended well. Yo, who's trying to meet him at the rim? He's blocking shots tonight, man. Blocking shots. He was impactful on both ends of the court. Meet him on one side, go find him on the other side. That is what Karl Anthony Towns has been, man. I saw that post-game conference and how he's feeling free, feeling light, feeling like the spirit of his mom is with him on the court, man. That's so touching.
That was heavy.
So touching, man. And I get it. Lost his mom to COVID. I get it. I lost two family members back to back in 2 weeks, man, to COVID. So I understand what Towns is going through to lose somebody like that. And now you're feeling feeling their presence in a big moment, man. And goddamn, he's performing in these big moments. 8 of 12 from the field, got you 21 points. 3 of 5 from downtown, hit both of his free throws. 13 boards, 4 assists, 1 steal, 1 block. Got you 3 offensive boards tonight, giving you second chance opportunities. Wembanyama, who's your mama? That's what Towns is asking him right now. This is taking him to task. Enough with the alien talk. Talk about the big bodega. That's my player of the game tonight.
Yeah, man. All cats. No aliens over here. No, I normally I play the game of, I'll give up. No, Karl Anthony Towns is player of the game. I gave him the player of the game of game one, and he definitely gets it in this game because he, again, same thing that I said in game one, but more so in this one. He was our guy, our rock for all 4 quarters when he was on the floor. He was valuable all 4 quarters. Captain is our guy. We understand it, but Captain was out there looking like Michael Jordan against the Pistons. He's getting beaten up out there. So that's where Karl Anthony Towns slid in and did what he did the way that he did. I love watching Towns go one-on-one against Wembanyama. I remember watching Wembanyama getting drafted, and I'm just like, yo, when this kid figures it out, like, it's going to be really tough to go one-on-one against him. Like, I don't know if there's any player in the league that's going to be able to take a Wembanyama one-on-one, at least while he's young, before if there's any injuries or anything like that. I'm witnessing it with my own 2 eyes in the NBA Finals by our guy, Karl Anthony Towns. There is zero fear in the eye of Karl Anthony Towns. We even got a slow-mo of him talking about he can't F with me, talking about Victor Wembanyama going into halftime. He is locked in. Bro, Towns was out there throwing emotes after dunks. Look, I cannot stress enough about just the level that Karl Anthony Towns has been in these playoffs, but more so for me in game 1 and game 2. He is back-to-back my player of the game, and I think rightfully so. And he's just only improving more and more. Brunson's going to be amazing. We say it all the time here on this show, Alex. Brunson doesn't have back-to-back bad games, so we know he's going to be great in the Garden. But Karl Anthony Towns in game 1 and game 2, it is a quarter by quarter by quarter by quarter thing. Even in foul trouble, no fear. Threw him out there in that fourth quarter, and he still stepped up to the plate defensively. I can't say enough. Yeah, Towns is easily MVP of today's game for sure.
Bro, and when you see that the 2 questionable fouls that he got too, like the one, I was like, what?
Trash.
What?
But we moved.
Like,
yeah.
Who was it? Was it Vassell? Was it was it Vassell that was grabbing his arm? I was like, what?
Yeah, Vassell got him. Yep. Mm-hmm.
I was like, are you kidding me right now? Are we actually going to call that a foul on Towns?
Trash, bro. Mm-hmm.
The refs were in their bags tonight trying to give the Spurs the edge. I see that. People
Tony
in the
Brothers
chat.
got an IV right now. Tony Brothers is sitting right now in the locker room with the IV connected because he played his heart out today. Tony Brothers,
dude, he tried
his absolute heart out. Yeah, bro.
And this is how you know what the mark of the beast is. And by the mark of the beast, I mean a legitimate championship contender, a legitimate team that doesn't get phased by the referees, a team that is more than capable of winning a title. When you have the refs going against you in every single match, and we've seen it. This isn't the first time. This is not the first time. We saw that. We saw that in Philly when they made the crazy calls in Game 1 and Game 2. We saw it. We've seen it against the Cavs. They tried it. We've seen it all the time. All the time. When you're a team that can overcome the slanted officiating like that, you can easily win a title, man. Easily. And in these moments right now, the Knicks are showing that right now. But shout out to Karl-Anthony Towns for being the player of the game, man. Shout out to Towns for being player of the game. People, I don't know if your people are starting the show off saying the mic. Please let me know if you think that if the mic is all right. Let me know.
Yeah.
All right. Keeping this show rolling, man.
Yeah.
Man, I'm just fired up after this one.
Oh, sorry. What?
Oh yeah, we're getting to the role player of the game.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Yeah.
What? Sorry, I keep blurting. I'm so sorry. I don't know what it is.
You could start, CK. You could do that. You can start.
What? I'm so sorry.
Who's your role player in the game, CK?
I keep cutting you off. I'm so sorry. Mikal Bridges. What? Alex. Alex. Oh, Alex. Oh, Alex. Oh, Alex. Oh, Alex. What a performance. Man, my heart, that third quarter, my heart just, I couldn't believe what I was seeing. Mikal Bridges, number one option in that third quarter, man. Like I said, Towns had to go down because of the fourth foul at the time, fourth foul. So they sat him down because we knew we were going to need him in that fourth. In my mind, I thought they sat Brunson down early because I thought with Towns in foul trouble that Mike Brown was going to bring Brunson in early in the fourth, but he ended up leaving this foul because of how well they played, rightfully so. But yeah, you take out your two main options. I'm like, all right, cool. Let Wingstop run it up. OG Anunoby still on the bench. I already mentioned the five that was out there before. So where the offense going to come from? Mikal, F them picks, Bridges. Okay? I'm talking about looking like as perfection as perfection can be. You want to talk about efficiency? Ask Mikal Bridges about that. I'm talking about going into the paint. Look at look at Julian Champagny down there touching earth on a few of those plays. I could not be more proud of what I witnessed on the floor because this is the guy that when the time called for it, shout out to the great Chuck D, when the time calls for it, when the moment is right, when the lights are bright that everyone liked to say that Mikal Bridges didn't like those moments. That is when that's when he shows up. He showed it a little bit last year in those Boston Celtics series, right? We saw him step up defensively in those moments. Now you fast forward to the NBA Finals, and he's been so good defensively. And today when we needed him to step up offensively, where was he at? Third quarter, pushing us ahead, giving us the lead that we need in that third quarter. Mikal Bridges, to me, bar none, gets the role player of the game. But I will say my honorable mention, just for one play alone, is the reason why he's my honorable mention, Alex. I don't care. I don't even have the box score up just because I wanted to. Is OG Anunoby. Do you know why he's my honorable mention?
Let's hear it.
This man got 99 standing dunk. Hey, Victor Wembanyama. Hey, Victor Wembanyama. You can't hear me? Let me go up there and talk to you real quick, brother. OG, man. Standing dunk. He went to OG. He went to his crib and went up there to get that dunk. Oh, look at the picture. Show it again, Gamba. Show the picture again on with the stats. It's the same picture on the stats. Go ahead and show the stats one more time, Gamba, because that's the right picture that I want to see forever. Because, man, when he went down to the post, I'm like, there's no way OG's going to go up with this dunk. OG said, oh, yeah, CK, watch this. Yeah, he shot the ball well. Free throws were clutch down the stretch. There's so many reasons why he should be player of the game. I don't care about none of them because that play right there, we already talked about the jab step 3 ball in game 1 against Wembanyama. Game 2, he said, I got 99 standing dunk, you alien looking fool. I'm OG, Google Anunoby. So that's my honorable mention. Shout out to Wingstop. Sorry, I had to show some love to OG. If we weren't going to talk about it, I had to talk about it. My bad. I'm done.
There you go, man. There you go.
I'm calm. Sorry, I'm back. Sorry. I just love that moment.
He's back.
No, I'm back. Sorry about that. Sorry.
You're all good, man. And I agree with you. It is Mikal Bridges who is the role player of the game, man, because God, whew, that man, yo, I was watching it with my family, and everyone's saying, "Yo, is this guy gonna miss?" And like, obviously he missed some shots tonight, but I'm like, yo, like he started off like 3 for 3, and it was like it just kept snowball, man, and he just kept rolling. And Mikal Bridges is becoming not necessarily the unsung hero, but he just knows how to sprinkle in all of his points throughout the game, like when you need it, man. I don't know how best to describe it. It's like, oh man, we just need a shot right now. Oh, Mikal, you want to drill? Okay, cool, man. You can make the shot right now. We need one. Right. We're just in a cold stretch. Oh, Mikal, you're about to hit a shot. Okay, man, cool. Oh, you're just running to the corner right now, just gonna catch a 3 and just put it. Oh, you're just gonna okay, man. Just do what you do, man. That's just exactly what Mikal Bridges is at this point. It's like you just ask him to be there at any given moment. The man could just be like laying down, chilling. You know how like you could probably just scare living daylights out of him, wake him up, be like, yo, you gotta shoot it, and still drill it, man, in his sleep. That's how Mikal Bridges is right now. I love so instrumental in this game, man, and especially in those minutes that you talked about earlier in the show, where we don't have Brunson, where we don't have Cat, and you're looking for answers, and him and Shamit just give you the answers. Him and Shamit, man, and so Mikal Bridges has just been phenomenal on both ends of the court. And even when they're doubling Brunson and they're looking for somebody to like get the ball to initiate the offense, he's right there to help as well, man. Doing a good job on De'Aaron Fox, slowing him down. Yeah, Fox got his points tonight, man. You're never going to completely shut somebody down unless you're Dylan Harper and you're trying to, retweet some TikTok stuff against him. But that's another story. But hey, man, Bridges has been doing a phenomenal job. Whenever he's getting switched, he's preventing guys from getting open looks, man. Like I've said at the beginning of this postseason, he's understand how to use his speed and his wingspan so he doesn't have to be too close where guys can just drive right past him, man. So Mikal has really just been phenomenal. And I mean, tonight, when you're looking at the stats and what he was just giving you, this guy was just on another planet. 8 for 13 from the field, get you 20 points in 41 minutes, 4-6 from downtown, 6 boards, 6 assists, only 1 turnover to go with those 6 assists, 1 steal. He has been doing a phenomenal job this postseason. Absolutely is he my role player of the game tonight. And you gave a shout out to OG Anunoby, and look, absolutely, man, I got to give a shout out and an honorable mention again to Landry Shamit, because look, this guy looked like he hurt himself for a second, even with the knee, but he is just showing you why you brought in somebody like Mike Brown after what we saw last year in the postseason, where you just got to give him opportunities, man. You just got to give some guys a second, third, fourth chance to get out there. Look, it was Jordan Clarkson who got the runs in the first couple of series. Now it's like, all right, Clarkson, you had your time. These were the matches for you. Landry Shamit, I need you now. I need you because I need more wing depth. The Spurs have a lot of athletic young guards and wings. We need to match that energy right now. And Landry Shamit is matching that energy right now. I mean, tonight, 5 of 12 from the field, 13 points, 3 of 7 from downtown. Struggled a little bit to get a shot going, but he had some timely threes tonight, timely buckets, which were surely needed. And then he's just being tenacious defensively on Devin Vassell. And then even when he switches, man, he's right there. He's not somebody who's going to get wavered. Yeah, look, man, every possession is not going to be easy, and especially tonight's game where the Spurs could do whatever they want. I mean, we could talk about Wemby just like trying to put Alvarado in a headlock at this point and try and throw him off the court. And so guys like Mikal and Landry are going to like have a misstep and just fall for a second. But like what Landry has done, man, got to give him the honorable mention. Shout out to Alvarado for holding it down too tonight, man. Shout out to Alvarado, especially, and I'm gonna give Alvarado this credit, man. You're going to the corner, you pump fake, you get Castle to get his 3rd foul, and you get to the free throw line, knock down 2 or 3 shots. I thought that was big tonight, but definitely role player of the game is none of the Mikal Bridges. People, let us know in the chat, man. Who do you think is your player of the game and role player of the game? Is your player of the game Karl-Anthony Towns? If it's somebody else, let us know. Is your role player of the game Mikal Bridges? If it's somebody else, let us know, man. Let us know what you think of the chat. Let us know in the comments section of the video. Who do you think the player of the game is and role player of the game is? All right? So it's the Knicks Nation. Thank you all for tuning in for another KFTV post-game live. The New York Knicks won this one, Game 2 in San Antonio, 105-104. It came down to a last-minute Wemby attempt to take it home, but you got Mitchell Robinson out there contesting a good shot. That's what you got, man. So the Knicks are able to walk away with 105, 104, up 2-0 in the NBA Finals series against the Spurs. Now they get to go back to Madison Square Garden on Monday and host the Spurs for Game 3. All right, where it should be a good one. Got to make sure that the Knicks Nation brings the energy for that one. All right, people. So to Knicks Nation once again for tapping in. Shout out to all the franchise channel members for tapping in for another one. Appreciate you all for being here as always. And let me tell you something, people. This show is brought to you tonight by GLD. And people, let me tell you something about GLD, okay? Look, when you're trying to go get fly, fashionable, all right, you sometimes need the right accessory to go with your outfit, right? Maybe you want to dress like The Rock. Maybe you want to wear that black turtleneck and get a gold chain, man. Maybe you want to do that. Maybe you want to go out there. Hey, who knows? Maybe that's how you're feeling right now, right? So that's where GLD comes in because, look, jewelry's expensive. We already know that, man. I mean, jewelry's down. Look, yeah, you probably make a decision. Do I want to buy jewelry right now, or do I want to buy tickets to go to Madison Square Garden? Because to me, they're both the same thing, man. That's what they're both looking right now. And as of right now, it looks like the entry price is $11K. So it's getting expensive out there. But that's where GLD comes in. Well, you can go get a good piece right now from GLD, a good piece of jewelry for a good price. And they have prices for all different levels, man. If you want an entry point around $45, they got you there. You want to go up a little bit more, spend a little more cash, get something a little bit more flashier, they got you right there too, man. And what I like about GLD is I respect the options for all the budgets, as I said. That's the biggest thing, man. And look, and when you go purchase from them, you're going to feel confident no matter what. You're going to feel confident because, look, they give you a lot of simplicity in their product that it still stands out. It still looks like a notable piece. So shout out to GLD for doing a good job. And look, over 2 million customers are rocking with them. Plus, they got over 50,000 5-star reviews. So you know that this company is legit, all right? That tells you everything you need to know about GLD. And the best part yet is that every piece is guaranteed for life. That means GLD stands behind their product. And that's something you need to know, man, because there's some products out there that will crumble as soon as it just touches your hand. So tap in right now, work hard, and change the game. For a limited time right now, new customers get 40% off when you use the promo code KFTV at GLD.com. That's 40% off with the promo code KFTV at GLD.com. After you purchase, let them know that KnicksFanTV sent you. All right? Man. Good stuff, man. Good stuff. We got a lot of people. We got a lot of super chats, so we're gonna get through all of that right now. So let's get to some of the super chats right now, CK. We got a lot going on, and we know that CP is going to be joining us soon. He's on the way from the watch party. We already know what it is. I'm sure Slate was rocking tonight, man. No way that Slate was not rocking on a Friday night. So let's get to some of these super chats. Shout out to official. Who's this? Officiant. Shout out to Officiant, man, for becoming a franchise channel member. Shout out to Broken Halo for becoming a franchise channel member, as well as Travs. Shout out to both. Shout out to all of you for becoming franchise channel member, as well as Sheezy. Now we got a $10 super chat from CL Kenrick. It says, Stephen Castle, pay attention. Your fault. Oh, Spurs had their chances. F them picks. JB Clutch, OG and Cat 2. OG and Cat 2 grown for Wemby. Bridges went off. Bridges went off. Kind of something. It wasn't pretty, but it was gritty. Shout out to Michael Best with the $20 super chat with the emoji saying goal. Shout out to Jay Ham with the $10 super chat says, see you all at the parade. Let's family show go. Shout out to Michael White with the $5 super chat for being a franchise channel member. He says Destiny. Shout out to Jay Bossman for becoming a franchise channel member. Shout out to Gun Hill Ty with the $2 super chat for being a franchise channel member. Says, bring the brooms out, Knicks and foe. Says, shout out to UA. Says, yo, Alex, you in the Lincoln Tunnel? Crazy echo. Yeah, man. Look, Tony Brothers just threw off my mic. So it is what it is, man. Just trying to get through traffic. I blame Tony Brothers for tonight. Shout out to New York to Pennsylvania with the $2 super chat. Says Destiny Gents, MSG will be wild. Shout out to Bilbo Swaggins with the $5 super chat. Says, who knew that the alien would be allergic to a cat? Cat's creating his own highlight reel featuring Wemby's goofy. All right, we won't say that. Also, Tony Brothers shaking my head. Shout out to the Orange Pill Nurse with the $5 super chat. It says 47 go to show up to game 3 and throw off the whole. Okay, man. Yep, 47 go throw up to game 3 and throw off the whole.
Oh my God!
Come on, man. We don't need all this, man. Right now, we're not trying to do that, man. This is all for. We're all talking about sports right now, man. Let's keep it that. Yeah. Shout out to Cool Vids Man with the $5 super chat. It says serious questions regarding Mike Brown's coaching decisions as New York's weeds evaporate and wait in both games. But hey, we're up 2-0. Go New York. Go New York. No, go. You know, man. Looking at Mike Brown's coaching. Look, I think there are definitely some a good question. I will say this though, the players got to make their shots too. You know what I mean? Like players got to be able to make their shots, and I would say that late in both games, they're getting good looks. They're getting tough, challenging looks too. I mean, you can see that even after timeouts, they're trying to get to the sets.
Yeah,
but the Spurs are doing a good job, man. You got to give them credit. They're playing a really good game defensively, making the Knicks take difficult shots. What do you think, CK?
Yeah, no, I was gonna say I honestly thought Brown did a solid. I mean, outside of the challenges, I feel like Brown's been doing fine. I said it in the play-by-play. One of my favorite things that he did down the stretch was, you know, when Wembanyama started to find his shot a little bit, when the Spurs got back into it, Brown made that decision to swap in Mitchell Robinson just to give Wembanyama a different look, and it worked because Wembanyama ended up missing that shot on the left wing. It was a fadeaway jumper, and Mitch did a good job blocking him out, and the Knicks were able to hold on. So I feel like, you know, I think Mike Brown's been doing a solid job in this entire win streak. Yeah, I'm sure we can nitpick and find some things, but yeah, the way that this team is locking in, especially in a game like this that could have collapsed, I feel like Mike Brown's doing just fine. My only gripe is the challenges. That's it. That's really all I got. I feel like there's some challenges that we could go for earlier on in the game, but that's such a nitpicky complaint I have. I think he's doing fine, Alex.
Yeah, I think he's doing fine as well, CK. Keeping it rolling so that we stay on track. Let's shout out to MA007 with the $5 super chat. Says Wemby is Chet Holmgren this series, and we're here for it. Cat straight, stunning the giraffe. Alien meets the men in black. Tony Brothers tried his best. Hey, man. Woo.
That
is crazy work.
He's that Popeyes employee, bro. I'm telling you, he is gassed. He tried it. He played his whole heart out there, man. Tony Brothers really tried.
He played 40 minutes,
bruh. Man, hard minutes too, man. Tony Brothers really thought.
This is not easy, man. Oh, Tony, you're talking about Tony Brothers plays.
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, I'm talking about Tony Brothers. I'm saying he went out there and put on a Hall of Fame performance.
Oh man,
he is exhausted, man. I'm telling you, it was a tough game, man. He was. Every time the Knicks went on runs and, you know, the other officials are actually calling fouls for the Knicks, he's like, what are we doing? So then he stopped calling fouls for us, and he was missing calls when he's standing right next to him. Tony Brothers put on a Hall of Fame performance today for the Spurs. You got to give him credit, man. It's impressive. It's impressive.
It's certainly impressive, man. I was about to say, I thought you were talking about Wemby for a second. I was like, yeah, you know, Wemby.
No. I'm talking about the Spurs. I'm talking about the Spurs' actual superstar, Alex.
Oh, you're right. You're right, though. You're right.
Yeah.
You're right. Damn, man. Who would have thought, man, that we would have to watch, 5 versus 8 tonight in crazy fashion? But Here we are, and we still get the dub, man. Look at that. Knicks can overcome anything. All right, we're loading up the Discord. Go through a few more super chats, and then we'll get right back to it. So let's read a few more super chats and then take some calls. We got New York to Pennsylvania once again with the $2 super chat. Says they wanted Spurs to win, but they did not. Shout out to D's Vintage with the $5 super chat. Says the media announcers were favored the Spurs all night. It was annoying. Amen. Wemby is the new shiny toy. You know that meme with Andy from Toy Story where he drops Woody?
Oh, yeah.
That's exactly what this is, man.
Anymore.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is, man. You know,
who's the player that he's dropping in the meme?
SGA.
Oh, good pull. Yeah, I like that.
It's SGA. Yeah,
I co-signed that.
It was SGA last year. You're like, oh, look how good he is. Oh, no. It's Wemby's time now. We're up next.
Yeah, good pull. Yep, I agree.
All right. Let's see what else we got here. We got Ray Nobleza with the $10 super chat. Says Knicks beat the Spurs and the refs. I'm surprised they didn't call foul on that last shot. Jumped off the roof, and then I'm halfway down. Knicks in 4. Let's go Knicks. Hey, man, I feel it, man. Everyone's jumping out. If you're jumping out the window right now, throw a window emoji in the chat. Let us know how you're feeling, man. I mean, yeah. I totally get it right now. I totally get it. We got Joey Jans with the $10 super chat. Says fresh off a knee replacement surgery, made it home just in time for the game. Shout out to you, man. Hopefully the knee replacement surgery went well. And hopefully you're resting. Hopefully you didn't try out the new knee. All right. Although I would understand. Shout out to you. Hopefully you're doing well. Shout out to Terry Aki with the $2 super chat. 2 wins away from naming my firstborn Jalen. All right. Shout out to Shiva Jones with the $10 super chat. Says no cat, no rings. Knicks put the OG and dog going ham on these bone Spurs. We got enough heart to cross all bridges. Family show those picks. God damn it. Shout out to you, Shiva. We got Banzai Knicks with the 500 yen. Says Konnichiwa from Japan. It sucks that I have to work during the finals, but my sake cups up to the Knicks and my worldwide fam. Banzai, banzai, banzai. Shout out to New York. Yeah, man. Shout out to New York, to Pennsylvania once again with the $5 super chat. Says the refs want it one way, but Nick said it's this way. Their name is their name. Go New York, go New York, go. We're going crazy in MSG Monday and Wednesday. That's for sure. All right. Let's get some of these calls now, CK. We got a lot of people on here, man. We got to take a few calls. Let's see. Who are we going to go with? Let's get to Mike from Michigan, man. Mike in Michigan. My apologies. Mike in Michigan. How you doing, bro?
Alex CK, I'm excellent. I think my heart rate has finally come down from that closeout. Bro, man, we found a way to get back to that cardiac Knicks vibe, as CP would say. And also wasn't pretty but gritty. Man, we're up 2-0 in the finals, man. Obviously we got 2 more. But we just gotta, at least for tonight and tomorrow, like the rest of this weekend, we don't play again until Monday. Enjoy the fact that we're up 2-0 in these damn finals, bro. It's incredible for them to take these 2 on the road. I feel like when we beat Boston 2 on the road last year, I didn't know that I could. Obviously, it's the finals. It's a different level, but I didn't know that I could feel more happy about 2 road wins in a row than these, man. Than those. I mean, this is just crazy. So what I'll just say is, and y'all been talking about it, I'm going back to something I've said before. I just don't know what a foul is anymore, man. Like it's just so much variance and it's so frustrating. You know, JB, I mean, he's going to say he's good to go. He's clearly laboring a little bit. But I'm seeing Castle pull on his off arm when he's dribbling. I mean, all this. I mean, it's as clear as day. 3 of them standing there, you don't see that. Then I really felt like the key turning point, which led to them actually going on their run, was when they called that weak offensive foul on Cat when it was actually an M1, which gave him his 4th foul. That really changed the momentum of the game because that gave Wemby some leeway to be able to, get his groove with Cat off the floor. Then momentum started picking up going into the 4th, and then, they almost rode that wave to the victory. But, I mean, the refs are the refs. As y'all said, it was 5 against 8, and we did what we had to do, man. Just gritty on the road. Nothing easy. Everything had to be earned. We weren't getting the calls, but they just showed their character once again, man. I'm just so proud of this team. I'm so proud to be a Knicks fan, bro. And it's gonna be so live in the Garden, bro. It's gonna be so live in the freaking Garden, bro. And I'm just gonna be honest. I mean, Wemby, he showed up in that second half. But he looked shook in this first half at home, bro. It was it was a criminal effort for him in the first half. He looked shook. I mean, Chuck and them at halftime were killing, bro, because he just did not look ready for the moment. If he show up in the Garden with that weak energy, it could get dark for them fast. But first 5 minutes, game 3, let them know what's up and just close this joint out, man. But appreciate y'all taking the call. Everybody, man, enjoy this moment, bro. We're up 2-0 in the finals, dog. But 2 more to go. Job's not finished. 2-0 in the finals, bro. We here. All this crap we heard, all this alien talk, all this different type of stuff. We got something for all that, bro. We got something for all that. And just wait till they see this Garden on Monday, bro. It's going to be lit. So I appreciate y'all, man. Enjoy the weekend, everybody, man. Let's get it. 2 more. Let's go.
Shout out to Mike in Michigan, man. Excellent call, man. Rate that call in the chat. 5 minute facts, 1 being trash. Look, man, we are 2 wins away. from winning an NBA championship. And the Knicks are up 2-0 in the series. They're doing what they did again in Boston last year, man. They did 2-0 on the road. On the road. In their crib. And to Mike's point, talking about Wemby, 7 points in the first half, and you're the new face of the league. They're crowning you the new face of the league. That's what they're doing. That's what Adam Silver and this league is doing. They're giving Wemby all this shine, man. And 7 points in the first half. Why? Karl-Anthony Towns. And that's a great point, man, because when you look at because Wemby was not able to get into a rhythm with Cat out there. Because then it's for him, it's like, damn, I have to play defense. Then I got to figure out how to play offense on this guy. And it's not easy, man. It's not easy whatsoever for Wemby right now. So I'm loving every minute of it, man. We're 2 wins away from NBA Finals. Let's get to another call, though. Let's get to King Mott.
Real quick. I just wanted to answer the question of what is a foul. I feel like we all missed it, and we learned today that hair is part of the body. I learned that today. So make sure when you're out there, don't hit them in the tippy top of their already super tall haircut, because it will be a foul. So just wanted to put that on your guys' bingo card. If you didn't know, now you know. Thank you for listening.
I thought you were going to say just don't breathe in the vicinity.
Yeah, that's another one.
That could have been an answer too. That definitely could have been an answer too. But I agree, man. You can't even brush the hair of anybody. No craziness. But let's get to King Mott, man. King Mott. I know he's hyped.
You know I'm hyped. My guys. I want to do a little bit of analysis before I praise this incredible team. But the Knicks are up 2-0, fellas. We up 2-0 in the finals. Going back to New York, the greatest city in the world. Like, that scene on Monday night is going to be bonkers. Like, bonkers. My boy who moved to Hawaii a couple of years ago, he went to San Antonio, and I was texting him throughout the game. He said the crowd wasn't that great. That New York, I think, just going to that New York crowd, I think the Spurs are going to be shell-shocked. They're going to be like, what the hell is going on? What the hell is going on? But let me give you a little analysis before I give into my 3. I think there's a cold stars. Towns, Bridges, Shamet. I don't think you can, give it. I think it's all 3 of them needs to get the praise tonight. Those guys were absolutely incredible. Bridges in the third quarter, man, when Brunson went to the bench, and I was a little nervous. I'm like, where are we going to get the points from? CK, your boy stepped up, man. He did his thing. Big shot after big shot. Big 3. Big fall away. He was doing his thing. But in the first half, I was a little annoyed. Like, I felt Brunson was over dribbling a bit, and I don't like to throw any bad negativity towards Brunson because he's the captain. But I was a little surprised that he wasn't giving up the ball soon enough. I feel like he was getting trapped, and that's over dribbling. And when they move that ball, the Knicks offense is amazing. And I just felt that I feel like the Spurs, because of some of his play initially, were a lot closer than what they should have been. So that's my analysis before, again, like I said, the Knicks did their thing. It's a great victory. I'm not going to lie. I'd rather watch a blowout. This game towards the end, I ain't going to lie, man. I was on one knee. I'm like, can we pull this out? And when Brunson missed that free throw, I'm like, oh, man, killing me. You killing me. And then when he went up and I saw, because Mitch, I want to hear your thoughts on Mitch. Because Mike Brown started his press conference praising Mitch. I felt Mitch gave Wemby way too much space in the second and third quarter, where he was just letting him shoot. He gave him 5-6 feet. I'm like, what is Mitch doing? But again, you got to give it to the end. He played really good closeout defense. I want you guys, when you get a chance, pull up Bridges' post-game. It was one of the most amazing post-game press conferences on the court that you can give. You got to hear what he said. He said how he feel. You got to listen to it. Bring it up and let the chat hear what he had to say, because he hit it on the note how the Knicks are going into this third game. 0-0. Every game is 0-0. That's the mentality. Yeah. I love it. And let's go, fellas, man. I can't wait for Monday night. I don't think I'll be able to sleep for 2 days.
Bro.
Yeah, I'm right there with you, man. Shout out to you, King Ma. Appreciate the call as always, my man. Yo, I sleeping. Look, man, I'm on the road right now. I'm out here celebrating a couple birthdays and you know, a baby shower. So it's like, whew. That's why I got this mic with me. But like, look, I don't know. I'm gonna sleep. See, I don't know if you're gonna sleep, man. I'm gonna be thinking about game 3. And what's even funny is that because I'm out in Boston, right? Like I got Celtics fans who are like, oh, Spurs are gonna be a tough challenge, man. Spurs are gonna be this, Spurs are gonna be that. And one of my boys who I work with, he's like, yo, I was like, yo, Knicks are gonna take care of the business, man. Spurs aren't gonna be ready for this. He's like, I don't know, man. And I'm like, I'm just texting him like, so how them Spurs? Because he decided to be a Spurs fan since his Celtics got not swept, but they lost. They lost to 7 to the Sixers. I'm like, damn, you lost to the Sixers. Now you got to go, to the Spurs side. All right, man. I see how it is. I see how it is. But hey, it is what it is, man. It is what it is. Knicks are riding high. We up on top. But to get to King Mott's point about Mitchell Robinson and like his like closeout look, I think it's just with the way that this game was unfolding, I don't think you wanted to try to press Wemby tonight because they were just going to give him a lot of free reign. And I think these guys recognized it very early. I mean, talking about grabbing Jalen Brunson, just like playing overly physical. You talked about you can't even like touch anybody on the Spurs side. Like everything was going to go in the Spurs' favor. And one thing that is that between Cat and Mitchell Robinson, they're going to have a quick whistle. So I think with Mitch, when you're seeing Cat out there and like they're going to get ready to blow the whistle for him for anything that he does, I think he's thinking like, look, I got to keep my distance because if I get in foul trouble, then we're sending Hukporti out there or putting OG at the 5 and they need me. So I'm fine with him like playing a little off early on and then tightening up as the game, got closer and closer down the stretch, but I'm fine with that just because, especially when you're at the Spurs home court in game 2. And look, I know CB's going to say it when he joins the show. Game 2 is always going to be a toss up based on the rest. I was fine with Mitchell Robinson doing that.
Yeah, no, I thought Mitch played. I thought he played better today than he did on game 1. And game 1, I thought he was pretty solid for what we needed from him. I also wanted to comment on Kimav's point with the with Brunson. In the beginning, I feel like it felt like he took the challenge serious when we heard the quotes about them, stop him and this and that third. Because let's be real, in the beginning of the game, Brunson was cooking. Like he had his groove going early on in the game, but then things started to fall apart and stuff like that. And I agree with Mott. Like maybe at that point, that's when you want to go back to the deferring and this, that, and the third. But to me, that's what makes this 2-0 start so magical, because we can sit here and nitpick those kind of things and know that we still manage to survive the Spurs' best shot in their crib. I'm going to say this until I'm blue in the face and go up 2-0 in the series. Because you're right, 100% correct that we probably could have made this easier on ourselves if we did go to Cat rather than, as me and Alex both said, wait until the second quarter for him to just go off in the beginning of that second quarter. But that's the beauty of this team. Like we figure it out as the game goes on while still letting our defense help us survive and get to have that opportunity to figure it out. So to Mott's point, I hear you. But again, to me, it's nitpicky. It's something that, I'm sure Brunson is upset about too. He probably agrees with it. But again, he's a prideful dude. He's taking this serious. He knows how serious this is to us as Knicks fans, to him as a basketball player, for his career, his legacy. I think he just took that challenge to the head, and he wanted to go prove a point to start off the game. And look, as the game went on, I feel like everyone figured it out. So I personally, I wasn't too upset about the Wolfels shooting as the game went on. They were killing them out there, and the rest of the guys stepped up when they needed to. So I wasn't really tripping too much about it for Brunson to that point by King Mott.
Yeah, I would say for like Brunson, I could see partially that where it's him. It's like what he did against Atlanta, right? Like taking the challenge a little too personally. Like, yo, utilize your team, man. Like that's why they're here for. Like if you utilize them, then it's going to make the game easier for you. As we saw in even game 1 in that fourth quarter, it's like, yo, like you deferred a lot, you deferred more. And like, even that was like one of his best, that wasn't like one of his best shooting performances, but he was still playmaking, getting to his spots. Tonight was choppier, especially in the second. I would even say even closer to the end of the first quarter, getting into the second, it was like a little rough for Brunson, man. Like just to get to his spots, but like he's a downhill guard, and that's why I got to like as much as like I could sit here and be hyped for like what the Knicks did and their ability to win this game. I can also just say like the Spurs are playing really good defense and they're limiting the driving lanes. I mean, it's tough when you have 4 really good perimeter defenders and then you have somebody who can anchor the defense too, and somebody like Wembanyama. So that's why, once again, as CK and I have been echoing, it's like this team is meant so that way you don't have to rely on one person. You can go to Towns now who can be that initiator and be that guy who can just put you in a position, then open things up. You know, other games it was Bridges, other games it was OG. Like in that first series against Atlanta, like we're really looking at OG as a guy who was putting up a lot of points and just scoring so well. And that's just the beauty of this team. So look, not a great night for Brunson. Look, I think, yes, did he get into his head a little bit and try a little bit too hard than he should have? Yes, for sure. Was he like completely off the rails as we saw in Atlanta? No. But like I thought even down the stretch of this game, like he started to get back into it. Like he also had good looks. I felt like he was just taken out of rhythm so much that he wasn't just knocking down his normal shots, man. I mean, like those layups that he smoked, those are normal layups he would make. But I expect him to bounce back in game 3. Just as he normally does, man. Like this is a bad game for him, but we know that bad games like this usually means that there's a course correction. He figures it out, and that's why he's so great, man. That's why he's so great. Let's get to another call before we get to key stats of the night. Let's get to why me? Why me? What's happening?
Yo, what's good, fellas? How y'all doing tonight, man?
Hyped. We're up 2-0 in the series, my guy.
I'm dumb hyped, and I just want to make a few comments, man. First of all, the big bodega, we gotta put that to rest right now. Only because he done graduated, he done elevated. Now we got the super food town. You know what I'm saying? How y'all feel about that in the chat? Bring your own bag. You know what I'm saying? And that's what he did tonight. You know what I'm saying? A wise man once said, "We need awareness, and we can't get careless." And if anybody in the chat know who said that, put PE in the chat. I just told y'all the answer. But at the end of the day, Victor Wembanyama, it came down to a mental mistake. And we fought all game for it to come to that. And Brunson was aware. Wembanyama wasn't. And then I also want to comment on that lineup where we got 4 baskets and an alley-oop to Mitchell Robinson. We almost that right there, I was worried about that lineup, but I'm like, all right, we picked off a bucket. Then Mikal Bridges hit 2 more buckets. Then he got the lob off the Mitch. I'm like, it's crazy. Alvarado almost finished that with a 3. That would have been the icing on the cake right there. But we did trick off the lead, but like I said, it came down to awareness and carelessness. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, we got out of there. In basketball, sometimes it take a little bit of luck. And that's what we got. I also was a little tight about Vassell getting into the game a little bit because I love the way he builds houses out there. But he got a couple threes off, and I didn't like that because I think that was a little bit of the difference for them. He gave them sparks where it was needed, just off them 2 free throws when Hart tried to trip him. But at the end of the day, we was kind of taken out of the game with a lot of those mysterious foul calls. Cat, I don't know, man, but he stepped it up, man. He elevated his game tonight, crazy. Mikal Bridges, obviously, I think would be the player of the game because he steadied and he kept it real, like every lineup. From the beginning of the game, every time he was there. We need a basket, he was there. Listen, man. And Alvarado, I know it sounds like hate, and I think his minutes, he's surviving out there, but he doesn't get us into the offense, and the offense is really stagnant. He runs to the 3-point line, and maybe that's how they have him being used, but I don't like it. But we up 2-0. Like I said, I don't want to nitpick, but that's my take, man. Holla, everybody. Have a good night, man. I got one more thing to say. I want a video of CP coming through his crib, through the window, like my man Reginald Ballard, a.k.a. Brubman from Mott. And I want a video. CP, you owe me 20 Brubmans right now. Back and forth in the window. Holla.
CP, I hope you heard that. Shout out to Why Me, man. We do need that.
Somebody edit that. I need someone to edit CP's head on, bro, man. Get through the window. That is perfect shout.
First and foremost.
Perfect shot.
First and foremost. CP now saying that he was out the window after game 1. My man. CK, me, Jason Calcanis, and a lot of us have been out the window prior to this. The whole point about being out the window for me, man, is that you believe. You just get hype, man. You believe in what you're seeing. That's
Yes,
the
sir.
whole point of being out the window. But I digress, man. I digress. And you know what? As we're thinking about it, man, you know, talk about even like Brunson and think about like clutch moments. Brunson did have 5 steals this game.
Yeah.
So like, even though offensively he wasn't there, defensively, I mean, even think about the heads up play that he had on Wemby, right? Pushing the ball ahead to Castle to get that one in the fourth quarter. So like stuff like that. He was active tonight. And there was a steal where he had to a fast break. I forget how that ended, but like he did play some solid defense tonight. He's still fighting. He's still competing out there. Offensively, it could have been better, but I thought defensively he held his own. So wasn't a perfect night for Brunson, but gotta give him some credit there, man. 5 steals is nothing to scoff at for Jalen Brunson, man. Very heads up plays by him. Very much heads up plays up by him. All right, with that note, since we're talking about stats, man, let's get to key stats of the night. All right, key stats of the night brought to you by Prize Picks. Let's talk about these numbers, CK. This is always a fun time. It's always a great segment when we're on the winning side and get to talk about some good things. So let's get into it. All right, so tonight, as we already discussed, Knicks won this one 105-104. So let's get down to the numbers. There were 5 lead changes. Knicks had the largest lead, 14, while the Spurs had 12. Games was tied 3 times, but let's get into the rebounding now. Knicks won the rebounding battle slightly, 44-42. Knicks will win the assist battle, 29-22. Knicks would win the steal battle, 11-7. They would then lose the block battle, 6-7. They would win the turnover battle, 12-16. This is just the nature of the Spurs. Young team, very careless, very very aggressive, but sometimes when you're aggressive, it comes with that turnover nature. So that's just how they play. And then when you get down to the shooting numbers, Spurs were actually good from the field. They shot 47%, while the Knicks shot 42%. This is where the Knicks would make it back up. They shot 40% from downtown, while the Spurs would shoot 38% from behind the arc. And then when we get to the free throw line, Knicks were making more of their charity stripe shots than the Spurs. Knicks shot 76% to the Spurs 70. And then when you get down to the hustle stats, this is where it was good for the Knicks. They won the fast break point battle 19-11. They also won the second chance opportunity battle 14-9. They would lose the points in the paint battle 38-48. CK, what is your key stat from the night?
I am going to stick to my guns. I am going to stick to what we've highlighted so eloquently in this post game and in many post games, and that is depth. And I love the differential in the bench points, 27-19, something that we knew was going to be a huge, should be a huge thing in our favor throughout this entire series. And in a game like today, where Cap wasn't shooting the greatest, 2 of our starters were in foul trouble. We needed some help. We got that. You mentioned it great with Landry Shamet, Deuce with some good shots. To have 27 off the bench compared to their 19. I love that we, like I said, because we could have folded. This could have been a game to fold. This could have been a game with, as great as Karl-Anthony Towns was, this could have been a game where that could have been it. You know what I mean? But no, the bench came out there, did their job, helped out where we need the help. So to win that battle 27-19, that is my favorite stat. Yeah, I'm rocking with bench points.
Okay, you're rocking with bench points. Great stat. I'm going to go with... So I'm going to go with 2, all right? Because I'm going to highlight the rebounding and when it came to the second chance opportunities, just when it came to the offensive glass side. Well, Knicks, like as I said, won 14-9. I thought that was very critical in a night like tonight where, look, I know the Spurs shot better than the Knicks from the field, but when you're looking to just get opportunities when they're shutting off your water pretty well from on the offensive side, you're going to need those second chance opportunities. And so with regards to rebounding, Knicks did win that. They won that battle slightly, but it just came through with the offensive rebounding, which I thought was very critical tonight. And just pulling up the offensive rebounding, Knicks got 10 to the Spurs 5 offensive rebounds. So I thought those 10 offensive rebounds were huge in tonight's moment. And I think, what was it? They had you had 2 offensive rebounds, and I think I forget, it was like Mikal took a shot, Deuce took a shot, Mikal missed a shot, and then it led to, I think it was a Shamet 3. And so stuff like that, where, when you get stuff like that, and against a Spurs team where the defense is really stingy, it's so critical because you saw how deflated the Spurs got, where it's like, oh my God, again. And you see that mental, man. Like you see that mental just getting into their heads where it's like they're trying so hard to get back into this game that they don't really have a lot. Neither team has a lot of room for error. But when you're a young team like the Spurs, you really don't have a lot of room for error, especially when your 3-point shooting variance is so wide. They are so hot and cold from downtown that they're trying to take advantage of every opportunity that they get. So I'm going to highlight the second chance opportunities, and then the last stat I do want to highlight is the points in the paint battle, because I thought early on in this game we gave no resistance from them from the perimeter or in the paint for them to just attack. And early on, that's why they got out to a quick lead, is because Spurs were able to get downhill and create those advantages from either downtown, where then you had Knicks scrambling to try to guard somebody who was shooting down a 3, whether it be Vassell, Fox, or whoever. And then you had the same thing where once we were out there chasing, they were able to get right back into the lane, or even not. Just like you had to stay home and just protect the perimeter in general. And then you had guys like Harper. You had guys like who else? Castle, just getting down the lane, just getting easy shots, man. So I want to just highlight those 2 points from tonight's game. So that's your key stats of the night. Brought to you by Prize Picks. People, let me tell you something about Prize Picks. It's fun. It's easy to play. I like playing it just because, look, if you're into sports and you watch a lot of sports, don't you like putting your money down and just seeing if you really know what you believe and what you're watching? So why not go to Prize Picks and take that chance? I think Prize Picks is a great way to go show that opportunity. And so, look, all you got to do when you play Prize Picks is just choose 2 to 6 players for any stat projection. All right, just 2 to 6 players, and just choose more or less on any given stat projection there is. So you can choose all NBA. You don't have to. You can mix and match across all sports. It could be basketball, soccer, could be basketball, baseball, hockey, whatever you're into. Choose 2 to 6 players and just choose more or less. So let's say it's just sticking with basketball, right? All you got to do is just choose more or less on points, rebounds, assists, a combination of 2 or 3, or even how many 3-point shots they can make, how many steals they get. They give you a lot of options in Prize Picks on what you can choose for any stat projection. So all you got to do is just go over there, create your lineup for 2 to 6 players, and then look, if your players are doing well, they got something now called early payouts. Okay, so if your player gets off to a hot start, you can lock in your winnings before the game even ends. Best thing, though, is that Prize Picks is available in all 50 states. That's right. They were out in New York for a bit. Now they're back. So now you get the opportunity to play again and show your sports knowledge by trying to earn some cash right there. So don't miss out. Download the Prize Picks app today and use that promo code KFTV to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. That's promo code KFTV to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks. It's good to be right. All right. Let's get to some super chats. And get to some more callers. What do we got here? Shout out to the Real Carnivore with the $10 super chat. Says, I don't know how much more obvious Adam Silver can make it with that. They don't want the Knicks to go on a run and blow them out. The refs and Silver should be investigated. Knicks versus the world. We here. Let's go Knicks. Yeah, man. Tonight's was
crazy.
Just so lopsided. I mean, the fact that you got everybody talking about, I mean, even Kendrick Perkins was out here saying, yo, the Knicks are not getting a fair whistle. That's ESPN. That's the channel.
Yeah.
ABC and ESPN, that's the same parent company in Disney. You know what I mean? So, like, if he's saying it, whew, a lot of people, man. I mean, it was just blatant. You didn't need somebody else to tell you, but my lord, man, the fact that everybody else was saying the officiating was just so lopsided. Gross. Absolutely.
And we
gross.
still won. That's my favorite part. And we still won.
That part, CK. And we still won. That part. Shout out to 2K Anthony with the $5 super chat. Says they tried to officiate the Spurs winning both games and they played the corny music twice and Family Show lost. Get ready for Melo on 7th Ave. Yo, man, they really played that music again. That I was like, yo, like, what is this? Like, I can't handle the disrespect. See, this
Don't worry.
you play stupid games, you win stupid prizes, man. Now you're down 2-0. Knicks are up 2-0. You're down 0-2. That's you. That's on you, Spurs. That's on you.
Don't worry.
You
We
show
won't
a
have
little bit of respect.
Right. We don't have to hear it again because we won't be back. We won't be back.
We won't be back.
We won't be back.
We will not be back. So to all you Spurs fans, enjoy what you should have said goodbye to your team tonight because this is it. All right. Shout out to New York to Pennsylvania once again with the $2 super chat. Says KFTV, you better have a seat on that float. Hey man, that'd be sick. Shout out to Timothy Danswood with the $5 super chat. Aliens are unidentified for a reason. Shout out to GOT with the $10 super chat. Said, first off, all glory to God. Second, family show those picks. Third, cat hate is dead. Lastly, the Spurs, their fans, and the refs are down 2-0. Their best punch was not enough. Knicks in 4. Shout out to Iris Miller with the $5 super chat. She said, let's go Knicks. Alex and CK, thank you for all that you do to keep us informed with our team. No doubt. Appreciate you, Iris Miller, for tapping in. And shout out to all of Knicks Nation, man. Shout out to all the franchise channels. Shout out to everybody out there that's tapping in right now. Yo, we got 3,700 in the chat. We appreciate all of you right now. Appreciate all of you for being in the chat and rocking with us. Throw a hashtag Knicks Nation in there, man. Actually, better yet, scratch that. Throw a hashtag 2-0. Throw a hashtag 2-0 because we have 2-0 in this series, man. Throw that in the chat. Shout out to Santana D Block with the $2 super chat. Says, we took over San Antonio. Yeah, we did. Yeah, we did. Those Spurs fans were just they weren't happy. Crazy. Man. They weren't happy. They weren't happy. They weren't happy. And it's great, man. I love seeing that.
Yeah, man.
I love seeing them sad. This is payback for 99. Shout out to Test with the $5 super chat. Says terrible game from Brunson, but he redeemed himself with that clutch game to tie it and the steal. Captain Clutch will be ready in game 3. Absolutely. I agree with that 100%. 1,000%. Shout out to the Real Carnivore once again with the $5 super chat. It says 2 games in a row and Hart was targeted. Bridges picked up the slack. Family show them picks. Put respect on my boy Bridges' name. Let's go Knicks. Shout out to Test again with the $20 super chat. Says love Cat, but player of the game is Tony Brothers. How about the 2 phantom calls on Cat and no call on OG's 3 and Cornette's kick ball? Knicks had 0 free throws in the second half, other than Brunson's 2 free throws and OG's 3. Hey, man, this is
the 3. I'm not counting the 3 because we had a challenge to get those.
Bro, we had a challenge to get the 3. That was crazy. Yeah, absolute crazy work. But, hold on one second. Hold on. He has arrived. The captain has arrived. The captain has arrived. CP, the franchise.
Let's go.
Let me say it again for the people out there. The franchise, because some of y'all keep saying the franchise. It's the franchise. We got the franchise in the building. CP, we up 2-0, bro.
Bro, man.
Testing. 1, 2, 3. Am I live and direct?
You are live and direct, man.
Am I
CP,
clear?
You are clear. We are up 2-0, my man.
What's up, man?
We up 2-0. That's what's up.
I got a lot to say tonight, man. Can I talk tonight, man? Can I? I got a lot to say.
The floor is yours, man.
Let it out.
Salute to you guys, man. For the second night in a row, fellas, what do I got to say? What is my line? What is my line? It wasn't pretty, but it was gritty. 2-0. It's over with. I told Evan and Tiki, I told everybody, this is a team of destiny. All the people that had on ESPN, you had like 10 out of 12 analysts, quote unquote, who picked the Spurs. What are you watching? What are you watching? Because the New York Knicks have been smacking everybody in the mouth. They're not the Miami Heat that came up in the play-in. They're not the Indiana Pacers that got hot. No. This is a bona fide team. And newsflash to the league, they figured out how to play as a team. And now you're cooked. Yeah, they blew a 14-point lead. It doesn't matter. They found a way to get the job done. And what did I tell you about the game 2 Juju? Do you believe me now? Do you believe me now about the game 2 Juju?
That was slanted.
Right? You got to overcome the odds. You got to overcome the odds. The game 2 Juju is very real, fellas. I'm not just wearing the tinfoil Kofi for no reason. I've seen it. I told you, if we get Tony Brothers, watch out for the okie doke. Thank God we get him out the way, and we still persevered. Hopefully they get Zach Zarber for game 3. I wasn't shocked on any of these calls. I was expecting it. But the team persevered. Why? Because it's a team of destiny, man. They took every shot. Every shot. You know, give credit to the Spurs. They have a good defense. They came out. They were pressuring 94 feet. Yeah, but somebody said Cap had a bad game. Yeah, he had a bad game. They defended him well. Give credit to them. They took the ball out of his hands. He got the ball out, and they made the rest of the Knicks beat him. And guess what? They did. Because it's a team of destiny. They took every punch from the Spurs. The physicality, the defense, the pace, relentless. Once again for game 2. And the Knicks met the call. Again, yes, they blew it in the 4th. The Spurs had a good offense. They knocked down their shots. It's a game of runs. It happens. It happens. But the Knicks persevered. Who'd you guys pick for the play of the game?
Karl Anthony Towns.
You did?
Yeah.
I love the bodega. He's ready for it, man. He feels the chip. Did you see the embrace that he had with his dad, man? That was beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
That embrace, that was you could feel he wants it. I mean, I just love seeing moments like that, man.
For sure.
You know, I just love seeing moments. These guys, they believe. And they're going to get the job done. They are the better team in this series, fellas, so far. There were 2 games. They are the better team. They're playing like a team. They're weathering the storm, and they did all this on the road. The big bodega is going for it. This is the guy that we were hoping to get consistently in big spots, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'll tell you, I was one person, never believed in him in a big spot. Never.
Here.
You're right here.
Right?
Yeah,
you're right there with
the
you,
guys
brother.
right here, man.
Right?
We're right here with you, brother.
What did I say about the trade with you is question mark for a question mark. Carl has to answer and exercise a lot of demons. Well, guess what? He has. And he has been great. Great. They try to stack the decks against him, and he's still fighting through it. So Carl was fantastic, man. 21 points, 13 rebounds, 4 assists. But you know who I picked for my play of the game?
It's got to be the other guy that we talked about as a role player of the game.
It's my X Factor.
Mm.
Who did I say was my X Factor for this series? Mikal Bridges. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Mikal Bridges, ladies and gentlemen, was a stone cold killer tonight, right? Cap, they took the ball out of Cap's hands. Pressure defense. It got a little bit dicey, even for OG at times. It got a little bit dicey, you know, because the Knicks, what do we say to the Knicks' weakness? They are a little bit limited in terms of ball handling. I say a little bit because they still got the job done.
I don't know, man. That OG dribble where he almost lost it, and then somehow he found Mitchell Robinson. Good Lord.
Right. How many times
Don't get me
did
started with
OG lose
Deuce.
it?
Bro, there was like 5 times that thing could have gotten stolen.
Bro, one of the times they fouled him, and Wifey was like, if they didn't even touch him, he would have flown into the stands, and he would have lost control and flown to the stands. But, you know, it's that type of pressure defense. And give credit, OG persevered, and he found his moments. He found his spots. He was great tonight, too. But I felt like in a series like this, when you're going up against a defense like this, you need guys that are going to hit tough shots. and create for themselves. Now, like it almost seemed like half of Mikal's was created for, like he caught him in catch and shoots. But others, with the shot clock draining, he had to go get it.
Big shots, yeah.
Big shots.
Yeah.
And there was one time, the watch party once again was upside down. We had 1,000 people at Slate tonight. Shout out to everybody who came to it Slate. You heard the F them picks chants in the chat.
Let's go.
In the watch party.
Let's go.
F them picks. It was
Let's
so
go.
crazy.
I love it.
The key for me, man, was when Jalen and Cat was on the bench and Mikal had to run the unit. I said, I've been waiting for this for 2 years. I've been waiting for this for 2 years in a big spot. In a big spot. And he delivered, man. Oh, Mikal Bridges, man.
Yeah, man.
Whoa. And his defense has been on point through 2 games. Offensively, didn't have it in game 1. Game 2, he gave the Knicks everything. Shout out to Mikal Bridges, man. Because, again, Cap didn't have it. You know, Jalen went 7 to 25 tonight. He still had 20 points. He went 7 to 25. I thought Mikal Bridges was great tonight. You know, Josh couldn't score because he was in foul trouble.
Couldn't play, yeah.
Couldn't play. He barely played. Right?
Yeah.
So he's in foul trouble. But again, we're going to put, after we raise the trophy and do the parade, we're going to finish off the Mikal Bridges trade grading and all of that. He's here. He's one of us. He earned the stripes. And when Jalen and Fox got into a little friendly static, who was there backing him up?
Who stepped up? Right.
Talk about
Who
it.
was there?
Right.
Who was there backing up the captain?
Right.
Oh, the watch party went crazy at that moment. He's earned his stripes. He's true and true, orange and blue.
Yeah, man.
Great job, Mikal Bridges tonight.
Yeah, man.
But, you know, they always talk about on the road, the home team's role players step up. Landry. Again. Landry. Because shout out to Deuce. He hit the big 3 in the 4th. We needed that big 3. We needed that. But I thought his decision-making for most of this game was horrible. I thought the Deuce was all over the place. And he's speeding up. He's sped up. He's all over. He's brutal tonight. But he hit the big 3 in the 4th that they needed. But Landry stepped up again. Time and time again. Mike Brown loves this guy. He played 30 minutes tonight because Hart couldn't play. Landry Shamet delivered for the Knicks. Tough shot after tough shot. And again, you're playing against a stingy defense. So great job by Landry tonight, man. I'm just proud of this team, fellas, man.
Oh, man. So proud, man.
They're answering the call. They're playing like a team. They are a team of destiny. It's their time. It's their time. Just deal with it. People around the league, just deal with it. You got to watch these games. You got to watch this team during this run. If anybody watched this team seriously during this run, you wouldn't understand why San Antonio was favored in the series. They're a young team. Yeah, they beat OKC. They matched up well with OKC. OKC also was dealing with injuries. And they had to do it in 7 games. Let them sleep on the Knicks. I like the underdog position because they're 2 games away from raising the trophy, and they are legitimately going to do it. So I'm proud of these guys, man. Proud of these guys tonight, man. Absolutely. And they overcame the game 2 juju.
They overcame Tony Brothers, man.
Hall of Fame performance.
I told you.
Dude,
Can't talk enough.
Oh, I need to know, CP. I need to know.
Yeah.
When we saw the foul on OG in the corner for 3 and Mike Brown had to waste a challenge on that, what was the reaction in Slate?
Everybody's like, yo, how do you not call that? It was right in front of Tony Brothers' face.
He was standing right there.
He was standing right there. Standing
That was
right
my
there.
favorite part of the
Bro,
replay.
you know what's crazy?
You're watching the replay, and Brothers is standing right next to the play. It's crazy, man. He wasn't even trying to hide it.
That's the sadder thing, man, is that you were right next to it, and you got to go back, and then you have to go back on the mic and be like, by the way, there was contact. It's like, Everyone, their grandmother could
Yeah.
see that from the
He was
television,
so
man.
definitive. He was so definitive. Like, bro,
100%.
do your job, and we don't even have to be here.
Right.
But I'm upset we had to waste a challenge on that.
Yeah.
That's the game 2 juju, man. How many bad calls
X.
did you see? They missed the Cornet kick ball.
Come on, man. Crazy.
Wemby wrestling Alvarado.
Yeah.
Wemby does not set screens. Wemby just pushes.
He just pushes
when
off.
when are we gonna talk about that?
Yeah.
Wembanyama has not set a single screen.
He's not strong enough to, man. He's just not strong.
Well, he can't keep getting away with that little shove off. Because
I agree.
Every time. Every damn time he's going, it's a push off, and then that's how he gets himself open, or that's how the cutter. I just don't understand it. I don't understand it.
Insane.
That's neither here nor there.
Yeah. It was absolutely insane. But they had all the answers. And
100%.
And Brunson, whether you want to say he had a bag it, hey, he got the steal. He had 5 steals tonight. He got the key steal to take advantage of the Spurs' inexperience and turnover prone team. They will give it up. And the Knicks stuck with it. And Wemby in transition throws the ball away to Castle, who's not even paying attention. That's a young, inexperienced team in crunch time situation, blowing it.
Yeah.
And so, even when they made their runs, the Knicks are battle tested.
Yeah.
And they got the job done. And they got the stop. Shout out to Mitchie once again.
Come on, man.
Two nights in a row. Got the stop for the team to take us home. Big country, the elder statesman. When you write the story of this team, talk about big country.
Yeah, man.
And how important he is. He's not going nowhere. They can't afford to lose him. Vital. So, yeah, it's just, everybody's just doing their job, man. But I was very impressed in how they handled the adversity on the road. San Antonio's a good defense. They are good defensively.
Yeah.
And the pace was vacillating, as Clyde would say. My heart was racing, and I wasn't even playing with that pace. I said, whoa. Because that's the thing. Like, it's different. Like, they didn't have this pace against Cleveland. They didn't have to play this pace against Philly or even Atlanta. Right. So, like, this is what I'm saying. When the analyst is like, oh, the Knicks, whatever, Spurs, the Knicks are meeting the call at every level. Every level you count them out, they are meeting the level and raising the level.
Mm.
They're raising it. That's what championship teams do. And what the analysts have gotten wrong with this Knicks team is how good they are defensively. When you don't, not one game in this series, in the playoffs, have we talked about, we got to figure out Jalen, we got to figure out Carl, and what are we going to do? Not one game. Think about it.
Don't have to.
Think about it. Which game did you say, damn, we got to go with the defense? Now, Mike Brown did at the end with Mitch, which is fine.
Yeah.
But he could have kept Carl too.
Yeah,
he could have. But I like that sub because
it would have been good.
But Wembanyama was finding a little bit of a groove. So I like that sub for the mere fact that now you're just throwing a different body at him. So, Mitch did a great job at putting him in an uncomfortable spot to take a stupid shot. So I thought that was, again, I think it's going to go under the radar, but I thought that was a great move by Mike Brown personally. Because you're right. He could have stayed with Towns because Towns wasn't doing terrible. But the mere fact that you just threw a new body out there at the Wembanyama, he was shook.
I think the other thing, too, we got to talk about when he's making that move is that Towns had 5 fouls. So, like, you don't know if this thing's going to go into overtime. So you don't want to risk that either because he was so instrumental. That's why he was my player of the game. Like, Towns really broke that Spurs defense down to open up for everything. So you see him with 5 fouls, throw Mitchell Robinson out there, who's been a little bit more, measured when it comes to Wemby this game and has the same strength. And then he could just focus defensively.
Yeah. 2 games away. Shout out
it's
Daniel
crazy,
Backer.
Man.
He hit the nail on the head. They didn't panic. They did not panic. Told you about the game 2 juju, man.
Bro, that was
I told you
that
real. I told you it's real, man.
bro, that was so obvious though. I mean, the fact that you have CP on social, everybody's talking about it. Everybody that's not a Spurs fan on my feed from all fan bases was talking about how slanted the officiating was.
Yeah.
That's how the fact that you put a product out there that's that egregious, come on now. That's wild.
Yeah. I mean, I was upset like everybody else. Was I surprised? No. That's the game 2 juju, man.
How many free throws did Brunson have total? He had 5. Okay. Interesting.
Yeah, Cap had 5. I mean, like I said, I like the Spurs defense on him. They made it hard for him. They picked him up 94 feet. But Cap made the right plays. You know? He made the right plays, and the team delivered. Shout out to Carl, man.
Shout out to Mikal.
Yeah, shout out to Carl Mikal. OG.
The
dunk on Wemby. The dunk on Wemby set the watch party in place. The dunk on Wemby. OG's just fearless, man. He's fearless.
Which one are you rating higher? The Towns drive high step dunk on Wemby?
No, don't make me choose.
Or you're putting the OG dunk on Wemby. Which one are you choosing?
Don't make me choose. Yeah, I gotta go OG too. Shout out to that's the one.
Yeah.
That's the one.
Because Carl had to step on Wemby.
Right.
OG,
right.
They went step for step, and he still climbed.
He went to him. Yeah.
He still climbed the mountain. He said, "Yo, it is what it is. We here. Let's go."
100%.
And you know when the dunk, like when he dunks, like he rises up. He's got an ill like standing dunk.
Bro, he
99.
He levitates.
He elevates. Yeah.
That man's like Prince from the Dave Chappelle skit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. And so,
bro.
You know, with OG, like a lot of his drives, it was one of those, you know how those shooters, you're like, no, yes. Those OG drives was like that. It was like, no. Yeah, let's go. But fearless, man. Absolutely fearless.
I'm gonna go with the cat dunk just because I love the energy afterwards. Just like the screaming at one, be like, you're not gonna stop me, man. I love that. I love that energy. Love it
for sure.
Love it.
Shout out to Kane Marco, $50 super chat. Shout out to Kane. He says, "Gentlemen, we've been through the mud, through the doldrums of the worst GMs in basketball history. No luck in the draft, injuries, everything we could possibly endure, and now we are the team of destiny. Put it on a shirt, please. Love y'all." Shout out to Kane Marco. Team of Destiny, man. That's who they are. It's their time. And they are ready for this moment. So salute to them. $20 super chat from, let's get to the 20s. Test 72994 says, "Love Cat, but play the game is Tony Brothers." How about the 2 phantom goals on Cat? The no call on OG's 3 and Cornette's kickball. Knicks had 0 free throw. Oh, you read that one, right? Out?
Yeah.
Did, right? Yeah, you did. Yep. Okay, shout out to Tess. Oh. Hang on, let's shout it out. Whoa. We got a $200. I gotta go a couple more. $200 super chat from Sundoggy 8. Says orange and blue skies. Is this really happening? Yes, sir. It's happening. And a lot of people can't believe it. A lot of people cannot believe it's happening, but it's happening. And shout out to Sundoggy. Gifts 20 franchise channel memberships. So salute to our new franchise channel members. I think Sundoggy throughout the season, they might have gifted, if I had to guess,
it's over 100.
Well over. He's probably at like 350.
Damn,
please, have a good guess. Yeah, I would think he's at about, or maybe 250. Maybe 250.
Gotta call this man. I don't know if it's a man or a woman. Gotta call them Chris Kringle.
Yeah. Sundoggy Kringle. Salute,
I like that.
Man. Yeah. All right. Let me see here. Who else we got? $20 super chat. Tricks the Barber says, "I can't wait for the Spurs to feel both them boos after playing that goofy SSA music while introducing us." Oh, what they do with the music. We had the music on at the watch party.
Same thing, man.
Same song. The TikTok
song. The TikTok song for the player intros.
You didn't hear it in game one?
Thing. I don't. No. We had our music on it to watch.
Oh, you didn't hear it in either game. Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, man. It's like
some like
TikTok
Tiny
music.
Toons kind of. Yeah.
I think it's from SpongeBob. I think it is from SpongeBob, isn't it?
Oh, so some like lollipop. Okay, got it.
No, that's even younger than SpongeBob. I don't know what it's from, but it's not. Yeah, no, it's bad. But like I said, we ain't got to hear it no more because we ain't coming back. You know what I'm talking about? CP, you think this ending in the Garden, or are you with us?
You think it's when I think the Garden is like on its way to melting down. I think it's going to be absolute pandemonium. You might not. They might not even be hearing each other talk. They might not hear the foul calls in the Garden.
Good.
Come Monday. But it also depends on who's in the Garden because they haven't even released tickets yet. Is it going to be empty?
Hold on. Did you see ticket prices? They just dropped them. Like they just posted it on social.
No, well, you're talking about secondary market.
Yeah, secondary market right now.
Yeah, well, the Garden itself hasn't dropped anything.
Nah, but to see that potential buy-in is like 11,000 is kind of crazy, man.
Unreal.
God,
11,000 to get in the building.
Yep, that's all the way up top.
Yeah, that's
and CK bought you and me, CP, and the Knicks chick and JD all tickets. Thank you, CK.
Yeah. Thank you, CK. Thank you, man.
Wait, CK? I thought you said CP. Wait. Wait. Hold on, player. Hold on.
Well, listen. We got you at the KFTV watch party, man. Because if you can't make it to the Garden, the next best thing is without question the KFTV watch party. We had over 1,000 people there, upstairs, downstairs. Was rocking. Shout out to DJ Eric LB. Shout out to MC Cedro. So yeah, we got y'all covered at Slate. Tickets should go on sale on Saturday, which is today. So at some point today, make sure you guys are signed up for the mailing list so that you'll be the first to be notified. All right.
Yep. Or if you're global and you're a huge Knicks fan, we'll be right here for the play-by-play on the channel as well. We've been popping.
Shout out Tricks the Barber, $20 super chat says, I can't wait for the Spurs. I got them. Tricks also says, also on that OG topic, he needs to get out of his head. I'm tired of that dribble to the paint strong and pump faking 3 times before trying to lay up dunk that ish. I didn't think he was in his head. I think, he's going up against a tough defense, trying to figure it out.
I'm about to say, like, Wemby's right there, man.
Yeah. What do you think OG's going to do? He's not Wemby. I thought he had a good game. He went 5 of 10 from the field, 17 points. What more you want, Tricks? 2
huge shots too, man.
Big shot.
Yeah, no, I'm not tripping about OG. I thought it was good.
Yeah, OG had big shots, man. All right, let's get to the phones, man. What we got on here? Who haven't we talked to, Al?
Everybody.
We got a lot of stats already?
We did key stats, yes.
Okay, all right. So I'm guessing these people on the live are members?
Yes.
Okay. All right, Keno does it. Keno, go ahead and mute your mic.
You got me?
Yes. Everybody rapid fire. We got a ton of people we got to get to. Rapid fire. One shot. Pass the mic, please. Thank you.
I got you. I'm completely out the window. We are not going back to San Antonio. CP, get the championship merch ready. Get the championship merch ready. I don't care how we get these wins. I don't care if Jalen Brunson shoots 7 for 45. I don't care. As long as we get the W at the end of the day, that's all that matters at this point of the season. We are 2 wins away. It is absolutely happening. Shout out to Cat. San Antonio found out that Cat is not Chet. I don't know what Wemby thought this was, but Cat is not Chet. Mikal, family showed him pics. Bridges, shout out to you. OG banging on Wemby. Pause, but I don't care. I'm out the window. Knicks in 4. I'm out.
Yeah, jump, man. It's okay, man. Just go ahead and jump, bro. Shout out to the bro, man. He's jumping, man. Let's do it. They're ready, man. They are absolutely ready. So let's go.
Okay. CP, you're gonna have uncharted territory. You're gonna have we've had draft talk. We've had trade talk. CP, this offseason, we could possibly be having back-to-back talk.
Yeah. We could be talking repeat
talk.
That's
new territory.
Yeah. You know, once again, shout out to everybody who pulled up to the watch party. So much love for KFTV in there. It's amazing to just be around a lot of our day ones and just people who've been supporting us over the years. Some all the way back to the beginning. It's funny, like I have people who pull up and I'm taking pictures with them, and they're showing pictures of me with the same people from years and years and years ago. Like one guy we had pictures with back in the Miami, the lottery, which was, I think it was the year we got Knox. I think it was that lottery, or it might have been like, yeah, it was like crazy. Oh, it was the OB lottery. It was the OB lottery. I was in Miami for that one. And so he was there, and his cousin was like, yo, bro, his Knicks fan TSD, his Knicks PTSD is so crazy. He said, until they go up 3-0, I'm not buying it. I said, it's okay. It's okay, brother. I'm with you, brother. I understand it, brother. He said, yo, until they go up 3-0, I'm not in yet. I said, okay, that's all right. That's all right, brother. That's okay, man. We just gotta be patient with them type of fans.
Poor guy.
Man. You know? Yeah. Poor guy. But no one, it's fun. No one can believe, even, you know, isn't it funny that like we expected them to be here, but we can't believe that they're here in a way?
Yeah.
Isn't that funny?
Yeah.
Yes, but it's also like the way that they're doing it, guys. Like
that part. The
dominance just throughout the Eastern Conference. Now, like you're playing the stingiest defense you've played so far, but yet you're just solving the puzzle like in real time. It's crazy.
13 in a row in the playoffs. Like, what was our biggest win streak in the regular season?
9.
What was our biggest win streak?
Nine since Tom Thibodeau got here. 9. It was always 9
on the Tibbs. How much did Brian did we have on the Brown? Was it 5?
I don't think. Yeah, it had to be like 5 or 4. I'm trying to remember.
Yeah, I think it was something like that.
When it was that,
or maybe it was 8, 7 or 8, because it was like when we were playing all the bottom feeder teams at the end of the season.
Right.
I think it was 8. So it's like now we're doing 13 games
in the playoffs, man.
In the playoffs.
13 game.
Toughest challenge, toughest schedule you have, and you're on a 13 game winning streak.
Yeah. Everybody's asking, is this for real? Yes, it is, man. I said it's their time, man. It's their time. And I don't say it's our time. Yes, as fans, of course, we all suffered and everything. Yeah, it's our time. But these players, man, they're earning it. Earning it.
Yeah.
Absolutely earning it, man. Uh-oh. We got a $100 super chat in the building here. Bang! We got my guy, Jason Woke, in the building. Says, Arena Report. Hard-fought game, and the arena and fan bases lacks basketball IQ. No one can match our intensity. We are destined to win. Let's go. Shout out to Jason Woke, man. Woke producer was in the building. We had a lot of fans and producer. How about when Fat Joe, did you catch the camera angle when Fat Joe was behind the basket doing the free throw whammy? Shout out to Joe Crack.
Respect, man. Yeah.
Crack was doing a free throw whammy. I think it worked on that one. I think it worked.
Yeah, he split them. He split them. Yep.
He did. Yep. So that was pretty funny, man. So shout out to Joe Crack for sure. For sure. We got to get to our Call Guru segment in just a bit, but let's get to King Matthews. Got to unmute your mic. Rapid fire. Let's go.
Rapid fire. I got you, my brother. How y'all feeling today, man? 2-zip? Are you kidding me right now? This team is just unbelievable, man. But let's make it rapid fire, man. Shout out to the whole team, man. Mike Brown, man. We just like that, man. Just 2 more to go. But last thing before I go, Becky Hammond, where you at? Brunson now 1A? He's too short. I need them receipts, buddy. Like I said, Knicks in 4. Let's keep it pushing. Y'all be safe, man. Y'all take it easy, fella.
Let's go. Shout out to King Matthews on the Discord. We got Grabba, you up next. Rapid fire. Let's go.
You're Jeff Hardy in the spot.
You in the spot, man. You out there, man?
Yeah,
Were you outside at the Garden? Well, yeah.
Oh no. I'm in the crib. I'm not going out. I need to reserve all my energy for the final game because I'm outside all night.
Okay.
So I'm just letting that be known. But yeah, Jeff Hardy's in the spot. Man, CP, shout out to you. We won the tinfoil Kofi game. We beat Tony Brothers at his own game. If I ever see him in the city, it's up for him. I'm with all the smoke. Now let me see you walking down 7th Ave because you getting spit into oblivion. That's all I'm saying. I told you the other night, bring the Roombas out. We out here, man. If you ain't jumped already, I don't know what you waiting for, man. Let's go, man. It's one time bomb. Jeff Hardy in the spot, man. I'm out of here, man. Let's go. Roombas, get the brooms. Family show them picks. Yo, the Nets. Yo, y'all can have 5 more picks. I can have my next born child, all of that. Yo, I appreciate y'all for that help. I'm gonna holler at y'all, man.
Let's go. Grabba on the Discord. He's Swan Time Bomb, and shout out to Jeff Hardy. Absolutely. WayTooMelo, you up next. WayTooMelo, let's go.
What up, CP? What up, Alex?
Good, man. How you doing, man?
What up, man? What up, CK?
Good.
That was a grossly ref game. I'm not gonna get all deep into it, but that was super gross what they tried to do to us tonight. I mean, it's probably 8 instances of insane calls, technical fouls and missed calls. It was gross tonight. But I just want to say, because I think I'm starting to lean towards who's like, I feel like people are starting to, is Jalen Brunson having bad games, or is it just like, am I losing my mind, or is he being assaulted, 6 times every time he touches the ball?
Yeah, and, listen, man,
it's hard to watch.
Good,
CP, this is hard. They do play well on defense, but Luke Cornett nearly suplexes him at half court. He doesn't even. They don't even review it. And shout out to Jalen. I just want to say shout out to Jalen Brunson for being able to survive the abuse that he endures and still lead the team. Because I don't know where we'd be without him, man. Shout out to the whole squad. Y'all have a good night, man.
Appreciate it, man.
All right, y'all.
All right. Salute, man. Might be having a little technical difficulties on the video side. Okay, here we go. All right, man. JD, let's go. Do we got JD?
Can you hear me?
Testing.
Loud and clear.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Damn, I can't believe what's happening, man. I cannot believe what's happening. What a game, what a series, what a run. And I'm speechless. To go into game 2, it's just every part of what's happening is just unbelievable. Going into game 2, you knew that this was going to be the best San Antonio Spurs team you were going to get. This had to be it. It had to be against their best effort on the road. They cannot go down 2-0. You already gave up home court. Now you're going to double down on that to go to the Madison Square Garden, the hottest ticket, the most expensive ticket in sports history. There was just no way that you felt the Spurs weren't going to give you your best. And the Knicks knew that. And we know the cliche of take care of home court. You did your business. Just go home 1-1. We're good. And if there's a situation where you could fall into that, guys, it would be this situation. Because talk about the home court advantage that you have waiting for you, the energy that you have waiting for you. That game 3 at Madison Square Garden, I don't know how these players didn't fall into that trap. And I don't even know if the word is trap because it's just the way the NBA product works. Just look at the way the game tonight was refereed. Wasn't tonight refed as if everyone knew this is supposed to go 1-1. It's part of the quote unquote script. And you go down double digits, you come back, you take care of business. At halftime, somehow you're up 4 points. It's like, what is happening here? And not only are the Knicks responding as a championship team, but they're destroying narratives while they're doing that. Players individually, they're actually getting better while they're doing that. How is Karl Anthony Towns, how is he doing this when that's the criticism? He's a finesse player. He's a soft player. He prefers to be in the perimeter. All he wants to do is shoot jump shots. A 7'5" guy with an 8-foot wingspan, after what he did to Chet Holmgren, Karl Anthony Towns, we know he's a veteran, but don't lie to me when you weren't scared that Karl Anthony Towns could probably barely play through the first half without having 3 fouls. Because I know every Knicks fan thought about that. I know we were all concerned about, can Karl Anthony Towns even play in this series? Can he stay on the court? And yet, he's answered all of that and then some. He's looking at the unicorn face to face. He's grilling him. He's talking trash. He's going by him. He's cooking him. Like, Karl Anthony Towns is literally bringing back the conversation of Wembanyama being the best player in the NBA, because he was just crowned the best player in the NBA just a couple days ago. And like, all the narratives they're killing the narrative about the Eastern Conference. Did you guys know that the top 4 seeds in the Eastern Conference this season and the top 4 seeds in the Western Conference, you wouldn't guess what was their record against each other? The top 4 in the East versus the top 4 in the West. The East were 19 and the West had 15 wins. I'll say it again. The East top 4 seeds this season won 19 games versus the West top 4 seeds this season. 19-15. Yet everybody wants to talk about the road to the finals as if we forgot who the OKC played in the first round, Phoenix Suns, as if we forgot who the Spurs played in the first round, the Portland Trailblazers. And the Knicks, and I talked to CP about this, how everyone said that the finals was the Western Conference Finals, OKC versus the Spurs. And I told CP tonight at Slate, there's a difference though. You could play OKC in the first round. You could play them in the second round. You could play the Lakers with Kobe Bryant and Shaq in the first round and the second round. But there's the finals is a stage, is a moment. It's the Super Bowl. It's the World Cup. It's everything. And the stage sometimes for a young team like the Spurs outweighs the opponent. And right now, what you're seeing is the stage right now is too bright. It's an experience. It's a learning curve for the San Antonio Spurs. That's what it is right now. It's an experience. And they're going through it. And guess what? The Knicks core, the Villanova boys, they're relying on their veteran experience. They're relying on the road. Every year since Brunson's been here, it's one level. It's the next level. It's the Eastern semis, ACF, this year NBA Finals, with the same, pretty much the same core. And you're seeing now a Knicks team that is showing you this is no fluke. And guess what, guys? The way this is going, all that talk about you better win it this year because Wembanyama is about to run through the league for the next decade. If the Knicks win this title, they're also going to put a stop to that narrative because it looks like this Knicks team is the beginning of something that's not going anywhere anytime soon.
Absolutely, man. This is why I said keep this core together no matter what happens. Keep it together. Don't talk to me about no Giannis. I never wanted the Giannis thing. It made no sense to me. Build with this team. Let them carry over with chemistry. Let them build together. And this is what you see. And they're battle tested, man. They've been there. It's their time. That's why I keep saying it's their time. You know, every one of these champions have been through growing pains. They've had their setbacks. They've had their debilitating series losses. And maybe last year for the Knicks, it was that Indiana situation with the 2 blown games. And, you know, having to learn from that. And it was Halliburton and those guys that stole that from the Knicks. This is their time, fellas. You know, it's absolutely their time, man. What do you think, man?
For sure. Look, this team has been through so much in the last 2 years to make it, even forget the 2 years, since Jalen Brunson has arrived. Think about how they just leveled up, as JD talked about. You're talking about semis, Eastern Conference Final. Now it's NBA Finals. This team has grown. This team has gotten more depth. This team has gotten more innovative with their head coach. You know, there's a lot of experience from all. Just look at everybody, man. And I think the one thing that's going under the radar is the hunger and the doubt that all these guys have faced. You go look at Jalen Brunson being a second-round pick. You go look at Josh Hart being traded from LA to New Orleans to Portland before he came to New York. You go look at Mikal Bridges, how he was shipped off in a KD trade, right? To get all the way to Brooklyn and then ends up here. You could talk about all these guys. Karl-Anthony Towns, CP, we talked about it. Question mark for a question mark. Who is he as a player? At one point, he was in the same category as Bradley Beal and Zach LaVine for being overpaid guys, but would they actually win you anything on a team?
I wasn't big on him. I was not
a Towns neither was guy. I, man.
No.
And he's winning me over, man. He's won me over. He's not winning me over. He's won me over.
Interesting.
He changed.
But hey, that's what you do, man. That's what happens. So like you go through all the list of these guys, man. They've just been thrown to the wayside. Even Jordan Clarkson. Go down the list. Go down the list of all these guys who were thrown to the wayside, who had to overcome some sort of challenge to get where they are right now. And I think that's the one thing that's bringing this team together is that they've all had to face their own individual challenges, being overlooked, being questioned. Can these guys win a championship? And now I think that's what's driving them all together, even to the head coach, from coaching LeBron, coaching Kobe, going from all the places, from being a head coach to assistant head coach to going back to being a head coach, getting fired from Sacramento. All these guys have had questions, man, and they're rising to the challenge right now on the biggest stage, in the biggest market, for the heaviest jersey in the league.
Yeah,
big time. I want to segue to this next segment, man. Sponsored by Car Gurus. It is the Market Report. Shout out to our guys at Car Gurus, man. Whether you're buying or selling, Car Gurus has everything that you need. The number one most visited car shopping site. And CK, man, in this segment, man, when we're going to talk about who's trending upwards and who might be trending downwards as it relates to the New York Knicks. And as Alex and JD said, let's talk about Karl-Anthony Towns, man. Another big game in this one. 21 points, 13 rebounds, 4 assists for the big bodega, 1 steal, 1 block, man. He's giving the Knicks everything that they've needed on both ends of the floor, man, in these 2 victories, bro.
Yeah, 100%. You know, we loved what Brunson gave to us in game 1. He had those big shots towards the end, but I echoed on the show that I feel like Towns has been steady each and every quarter. He's the reason why when they found any momentum, Towns was right there doing his thing, and I think he did the same thing today at another level, and I feel like it's just going to keep going up and up and up. So we got to have that conversation that maybe, you know, we love you, JB, but that Finals MVP might be going the direction of Mr. number 1 overall pick. Mr., you know, is he as good or is he worse than Julius Randle? Not. Karl-Anthony Towns is showing out. And look, man, while I'm here reading all of these apology letters to Mikal Bridges, I'm over here on the side writing my apology letter to Karl-Anthony Towns because I was wrong, and I'm happy to be wrong because, yeah, the big bodega he's doing his thing, and he's a big reason why we're about to be champions if we keep going the way we're going.
Yeah. JD, your thoughts on Towns, man? 2 games in, remains hot as the Knicks take a 2-0 lead to go to the Garden.
Look at JD smiling about his guy.
Make sure you pass that apology letter to CP and Alex as well. Just make sure, because I remember who was on that
apology letter, man.
Yeah. All right.
I got a lot of apology letters I got to read on the Bridges High side, so you know I get it. I get it.
I'm just in disbelief at not. I don't think we realize, like, the Knicks have done something that is just doesn't happen in sports. They've actually have reduced Karl-Anthony Towns' shots. His touches are up in the playoffs, but his shots are actually down. His points overall are a little bit down. Like, they've asked him to reduce in scoring production, and yet what they've accomplished in doing that is they've made him more impactful. They've made him a better player. They're actually maximizing other areas of his game while also having him shoot 12 times, 11 times, 13 times. Like, it's unbelievable to me how you ask a player of his talent to take a little bit of a backseat from a scoring standpoint. And you saw earlier through most of the year, it was a tough buy-in for him. It was a tough buy-in because you could imagine a player like him thinking to himself, how am I really supposed to make this team a championship team? They're asking me to play a Sabonis role. They're asking me to become more of a passer, get my assist up. They're going to play through me, but I'm actually not going to be like the focal point of the scoring. I'm going to be more of a stepping stone within the offense. And they're telling me that this is actually going to elevate my game, that this is actually going to lead this team to unlocking this offense. And yet, the consistency we've all been waiting for, the consistency that has been the topic of all the regular season, has actually happened in the playoffs, down 2-1 to the Atlanta Hawks. And from that moment on, the Knicks and Cat himself have taken off. And, you know, I remember when Anthony Davis was going through something psychologically with the Lakers, and that championship that he won elevated him into a better player. I think you're going to see that with Karl-Anthony Towns, because this is a guy that was also facing some playoff scrutiny in terms of the moment for him, in terms of the pressure for him. Can he elevate his game? Can he be consistent? We were talking about, we don't know what Cat we're going to get from game to game. And then now, as a Knick, with that jersey on your shoulders, this experience, doing it against a 7-5 unicorn, I think the Knicks win the title. He continues to play this well. His value as a player, his value to this team, his value around the league is going to skyrocket. And now you're going to talk about a player that you're no longer going to question what he can bring to you, you know, in the playoffs for the future.
Well, listen, if his agent was listening to this, that's exactly what he's going to tell Leon Rose and Wes after the parade. Like, yo, cut the check. So, hey, and listen, hey, he's earning it. He is earning it. The big bodega has been fantastic, man. I love the way that he's playing, and he's leading this team, man. Great job. Al, your thoughts on Carl?
He's reinvented himself. You know, we talk about how Jordan Clarkson reinvented himself middle of the season. Karl-Anthony Towns did that right around the All-Star break, man. I mean, JD touched on it, to lower your shot attempts, to go into a Sabonis-type role, but to even exceed past Sabonis, to even exceed past what even Jokic could do, not only being a facilitator and efficient scorer, but being a defender. You know, that's the biggest thing those guys always struggled with. And he's out there providing you rim protection. He's out there just meeting guys at the rim and deterring, saying, hey, it's not Mitchell Robinson you also got to worry about being a rim protector. It's now Karl-Anthony Towns who's meeting you and saying, do you really want to challenge me inside the paint? He's also recovering. He's showing on the doubles, man. He's recovering at a fast speed. He's covering the pick and roll very well. He's taking the challenge, whether it's a center or a guard, man. And I think for Towns, he's evolved. He's changed his game completely from what he was from Minnesota, which was just purely a scorer, to now being a threat at all phases of the game. And so with him, man, he's just elevated to such an outstanding level that he has been a catalyst for this team. Look, for tonight's game, I sent out the tweet saying the Knicks are not going to get back into the groove offensively unless they run through Towns tonight. And what did he do? Drill some threes, drives on Wemby, gets a dunk. Now you start to see the driving lanes open, man. He's a game changer for the Knicks right now, man. Absolutely. Stock is rising heavily on him.
Listen, man. While I was not a Towns guy early in his career, what have I been saying all year? No Cat, no rings. No Cat, no rings. And it's coming true every single game. And he's been fantastic. Another guy we want to talk about on the Car Gurus Market Report is Mikal Bridges. 20 points, 6 rebounds, 6 assists. If you guys have heard this show, I said this was my series X factor, because against a tough defense like the Spurs, you know, they might get tight on JB. It might get hard for JB. It might get tough for Cat, but they need somebody who can go out there and get them a bucket. And you can't forget number 25, because he can still do that. And today, while game 1 was not his night offensively, defensively, he's been great the entire playoffs. While game 1 was not his night offensively, game 2, Mikal Bridges hit tough shot after tough shot and, kept the Knicks in the game, got them the lead, and he did his job, man.
And you know what's interesting is, we say his first game wasn't his night, and yeah, he shot 50%. He was 3 of 6. Yeah. Only played 28 minutes and still find a way to give you 3 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 steals. So he still filled up the stat sheet, give you 50% shooting, made 3 or 4 free throws. And tonight, what was the best part of the night that me personally as a fan, that I enjoyed, that tells me this guy is locked in, that tells me Mikal Bridges psychologically is locked in, that Mikal Bridges is on another level locked in, that this is the Phoenix Suns Mikal Bridges we're getting. This is the emotional one. This is the guy that now he's free, he's loose. It's the moment where De'Aaron Fox went up to Jalen Brunson and he looked him in his eye, and Jalen Brunson stared him down too. And Mikal Bridges was the first guy to come into that scrum, and he was shoving Stephon Castle. He had the face. He was emotional. He was passionate. He was ready to have his friends back. Like that right there is an aggressive Mikal, and that has transferred into the court where he's attacking the rim. He's attacking the rim. He's not afraid of the basket anymore. He's not afraid to shoot free throws anymore. Like Mikal has played, to me, this stretch, the best of his Knicks career. Like we're getting the consistent defensive effort. Remember those games where we talked about how Mikal dies on screens? We were so mad about why Mikal doesn't want to fight through screens and why Mikal is flaming out. One day he's playing elite defense. The other day, these guys are getting by him. And he's defending even at a 90, 85% De'Aaron Fox. He's still faster than 80% of the guards in the league. And he's keeping guys like De'Aaron Fox, Stephon Castle, whoever he's switching up on. He's keeping them in front of him. And he's being physical. He's blocking shots. He's making key buckets. He's confident. He's loose. And to me, that's just a mental switch that he's locked in. And I'm most excited about that because you could just see his early Knicks career, how the weight of the trade, the weight of the stage, although he was in Brooklyn, that should tell you right there. While everyone thought Mikal is going to make an easy transition, he played in New York. He was in Brooklyn. It's not the same. It's not the same amount of media. It's not the same TVs. It's not the same court. It's not the same pressure. And even he had to go through this transition. And in the biggest stage now, he's another player I go along with Carl, where I'm saying they go ahead and win this title. Guys, this is going to be potentially the beginning of something special because you have 2 key players in Cat and Mikal that have faced a lot of some of the challenges that we dealt with Julius Randle, and those guys that come into the New York market and have that transition period. Some of them survive it and some of them don't. It looks like Towns and Mikal are on the brink of surviving that and now becoming, stars of their own in New York City.
Sorry, CK, your thoughts, man. Mikal, man.
Oh, I'd much rather just sit and listen to you guys talk about what I've been saying all year. To be real, like it like JD said, it's a very similar book when it comes to Mikal Bridges and Karl-Anthony Towns when it comes to this postseason, right? Like both of them going through, the ups and downs in different ways. Bridges, we're coming off of a high in the playoffs last year with the Celtics and had 2 big moments, and we're expecting him to take that jump in the regular season this year. And though his efficiency was about where it's supposed to be at, he was a stinker in a lot of games, you know what I mean? But in one of the most important stretches of the year, it's the playoffs. That's when he woke up. And it's one of those things that, myself and Chuck D, shout out to the great Chuck D, PEs in the chat. We were saying this is what he plays for. This is what he plays for. We talk about the experience from a lot of what these guys have. OG being a former champion and this, that, and we talk about Mikal Bridges being a part of a finals team. He understands what the journey is for. And he gave us a taste of that in the playoffs last year, saying, I'm ready to show up when you need me to show up. This is the time to show up. And again, now year 2 of Mikal Bridges, it's the same story. And we remember, this is the same playoffs where Mikal was damn near benched for a few games, and he was playing 27, 25 minutes in those games. And that was like that final knock in the head, like, all right, it's time to work. And he hasn't looked back since. So it's just great to see both of these guys, more so than a lot of the other guys on the team, turn this thing around. And it's not just to turn it around for a playoff push. It's to turn it around to go and win the damn championship, because they're playing phenomenal basketball. And it's crazy that we're talking about game 2 of the NBA Finals, that these two are the most important people on the New York Knicks. I don't think any of the people in this chat in January would believe us if we went back in time and told you, like, guys, you ain't gonna believe what's gonna happen in game 2 of the finals. They ain't gonna believe us. You know what I mean? So look, all the praise to Mikal, and I love what JD's saying as far as what's going forward, because if these guys are figuring out their roles now in the NBA Finals, and then we gotta start making work for whatever's coming next year, it's scary, man. So all love to Mikal. I got a lot of apologies to read, so I would love to hear you guys talk more about him.
And let me just say this real quick, because to piggyback off CK, the reason this could be something special is because, and I think part of why we're all like in disbelief of what's happening, but if we really think about it, we shouldn't be, in a way, because what we're seeing, we're just seeing what we're seeing in the biggest stage. And we're seeing it now finally click. But remember when this core was put together, this is what it was supposed to be like. Yeah. When you play 2K and when we were playing, OG, remember when we talked about us having the wing factory, and we never had that. We finally got that with OG and with Mikal. Like,
the wing factory.
We were built to play the Boston Celtics and all this other stuff. But guess what? Even when we had winning streaks during the Tom Thibodeau era, even when we had winning streaks this year, we never quite saw everyone, your core 4, OG, Cat, Mikal, Brunson. We never really saw all of them play to their highest potential at the same time. Yeah. So even when we were winning, there was still that ingredient missing. We were winning, but Cat and Brunson can't play well together. We were winning, but it's one night it's Mikal, the other night it's OG. So we never really saw what is the true potential of this roster, of this core. And now we're seeing it, and it's like, it's scary.
Bro,
this is crazy,
man. This is crazy, man. Al, your thoughts on Mikal, man?
JD, you could throw Hart in there too. It's okay. You could throw him in the 5. It's okay. It's okay.
Well, Hart's going to play his way no matter who you put around him.
Yeah.
Nevertheless, but Mikal, man, this is what he's averaging in the postseason right now. All right, he's averaging 32 minutes. He's averaging 15 points per game, shooting 59% from the field, 38% from downtown. He's shooting 96% from the free throw line. He's getting you, over 3 boards, about 3 assists. He's getting you, over 1 steal per game. The man's just locked in. He's a plus 11.3 on the season. And I mean, even the numbers don't do it justice, because as I was saying earlier in the show, he just knows how to score when he's needed to. You know what I mean? Like, you'll see Brunson go on his barrage. You'll see Cat go on a barrage. You'll see OG pile on, go through a moment. Bridges just somehow, at any given moment throughout the game, it's like, oh, my turn. I'll put up a shot. I'll make it. Oh, you need me to make a shot right now? Okay. I could not touch the ball for 5-6 minutes, and I'll still put up a shot, and I'll still make it. And for him, it's just timely. And to be the 4th option, to be ready like that, after looking like a guy who was going to be sitting with Mike Brown, I was like, why did we choose these guys? He has completely turned it around. But Mikal Bridges, man, just been phenomenal this postseason run. Been absolutely critical, just because if you think about when we play against Philly, right? You lose OG, he steps up in a big way. Now you don't have Hart, who's in foul trouble tonight. He steps up in a big way. JB's not scoring. He steps up, man. That third quarter that we're all talking about, where you don't have Brunson or Cat out there, and he's holding it down, as you were talking about, CP. That's what he was brought in here to do, to be that offensive option.
For that moment.
That's what he's brought in here to do.
Shout out to Phil Collins. I was waiting for that moment, man. I was waiting for that moment, man. Bro, the lob to Mitchie.
Oh my
We
God.
didn't even talk about the lob to Big Country.
That was
too.
Jay, tell them how the watch party went with the lob to Big Country.
You didn't even talk about CP when when we had that moment and Deuce McBride shot that 3 from the concession stands over Victor Wembanyama. He missed. And then Carl Anthony Towns came back with the 3 and he missed. But when Deuce shot that 3, CP was about to leave the building.
Nah.
He's like, what are we doing?
Deuce, he clapped back with the 3-pointer in the fourth. That was big. But it's just a testament to the depth because you last year you had to lean on Deuce because that was Tibbs' guy. It was Deuce. This year you have options, and so Shamet has certainly delivered. Shamet played 30 minutes tonight. 30 minutes and was great.
Yeah.
So shout out to those guys, man. But shout out to Car Gurus, man, for tonight's market report. And once again, ladies and gentlemen, shop at Car Gurus, man. Whether you're buying or selling, Car Gurus is the #1 most visited car shopping site. So buy or sell your next car today at Car Gurus at cargurus.com. That's CARGURUS.com. Shout out to Car Gurus, man. Make your big deal the best deal. Shout out to Car Gurus, man. JD, tell these guys how the watch party was, man. Last 2 nights, man. Tell these guys how the watch party was, man.
Bro, the watch party, Yeah. If you go to a KFTV watch party, it really makes you think about like doing anything but going to that watch party. Like, I'm not going to the game. I'm not going to the Garden. Like, it's and you know what's crazy, P? This is me personally now. I felt like tonight it was even crazier than game 1. And I thought game 1 was going to be the craziest just because it's the inauguration, it's the first one, it's the finals, it's the moment. I had a whole crew from Dallas fly in, I had people flying from everywhere, and it was
people
packed.
Are flying in from everywhere to come to the KFTV watch party, bro. It's hit insane levels, CK House.
That's crazy.
The KFTV watch party, which was once known as a jinx, is now an all-time favorite place to be.
Wow.
I had a guy come up to me. He had a KFTV fitted on Wednesday night. Said, bro, I came up for Kentucky just for this. Wow. Just for this. I had a guy tonight that came up from Greensboro, North Carolina, just for the KFTV watch party experience, bro. They want to rock with the homies, with the team, man. Right. This is the work that we put in, that you put in, Alex, that UCK, that UGA, that Gamma. This is the work that the team puts in, that the people want to be with the #1 show for, one more towel of that, man. This is where the people want to be, man. There's 1,000 parties going on in the city, man. Like I told you.
The Athletic pull up today?
The Athletic was there tonight.
Hey, okay.
Wednesday night, Sports Illustrated had pulled up. We had the Fox 5 coverage. CBS News that covered. The #1 watch party for the fans by the fans is at Slate with KnicksFanTV. This is just upstairs, the footage that you watch. That's just upstairs. We got a whole nother dance. We got 1,000 people both nights. Both nights.
That's insane.
2 floors.
Insane.
People are flying in to rock with the #1 show for the fans by the fans. It was insane. JD will tell you. He'll back it up. He'll back up the claim. It's been insane.
Facts.
So,
facts.
Yeah, shout out to
it's so bad. And listen, I don't want to make fun of this because, hope that guy is doing well. But people are having strokes.
Bro.
People are passing out.
Somebody definitely did fall out on Wednesday night. He was all right. And funnily enough, he was a physician's assistant, but he recovered. Shout out to the doctor, man. My homegirl, she came through tonight as well. We had a couple medical professionals in the building. And she brought him too. She brought him too.
Bro,
Absolutely.
you don't want to laugh at those moments, but it's still.
Yeah.
Hold up.
Yeah.
Hold up.
Yeah.
Yo, this is
Man,
how
was so
crazy the
hyped,
watch
tapped
party
out.
is.
Yeah.
Hold up. This is how crazy the watch party is. When the guy was passing out in game one, everybody for a moment stopped because it was like we weren't sure. Some people were saying, he's having a seizure. He's dead. He's this, he's that. We're like, what the?
Yo.
So CP being the head guy, everybody's looking at him like CP's
They
the
look at me
doctor.
like, yo, go save him. Like I'm Doogie Howser. Like, yo, my man, I'm trying to watch the game.
Yo, CP goes over there. And everybody's like, yo,
what you gonna do? I'm like, yo, what you mean? I'm trying to watch Captain Clutch. He's going in right now.
Well, y'all should have seen it though. As soon as like everybody's like looking both ways because the game is on, so everybody's like looking right. Yo, he's good. But they looking at the screen.
Wow.
And as soon as someone was like, "Yo, he's good. He's good," everybody just forgot that happened. Everybody, oh, he's good. Yeah, he's good. Everybody, yeah,
That's good.
Bro,
Yo, that's
we're locked in.
Yeah,
That is
locked in.
insane.
Yeah, that definitely did go down on Wednesday, but he ended up being okay. Shout out to that guy. You know, he ended up being all right.
Damn,
Yeah,
CP.
shout out.
I thought you were a doctor, man. I thought you were able to
Bro,
save
everybody's
lives.
looking at me like, bro, I'm just here for the entertainment, ladies and gentlemen. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's looking. But shout out to, I got her name properly, Dr. Dominosa Hurley. Came through in the clutch, man. Came through in the clutch. She had all the apps. She was checking his vitals. Sent him to the hospital. He declined at first, but then he confirmed that he was going to go. And then she was there tonight. You know, I gave her a big hug, man. She came through in the clutch. Dr. Dominosa Hurley. I'm going to repeat her name. She came through big time for us on Wednesday night and whenever the game was. Wednesday night. And yeah, she was there tonight, man. So shout out to her. Yeah, absolutely, man. Yo, shout out. Oh, my God. I got to get to it, man. I got to get to my guy. Yo, we got a $300 super chat from our guy, J. Cal. Jason Cal Canis says we broke them tonight. Sean Bradley 2.0 is no match. He's talking about Webby. Is no match for Cat. J. Cal on the Discord. J. Cal, let's go.
All right. Shout out CP, the doctor. You brought the defibrillator to the cardiac Knicks watch party. You ready? You ready to go?
Yeah.
All right, man. Listen, it's nice to see you, JD. CK2K. Stratocaster.
J. Cal, you're not coming to the Garden, J. Cal. I know you got. I know
Come
you
on,
got
man.
it.
Come on. I'm coming to the Garden. I got to roll in there with DJT.
Yo, J. Cal, they're saying it might be a 3-hour head start for security on Monday. Did you hear that?
That makes sense to me because I have been in the room with the president a handful of times, and it is legit. They lock everything down.
Oh,
even for the vice president, we had JD Vance at one of the All-In conferences, and that was before he was vice president. And man, they had the whole place locked down. So yeah, it's serious business, especially since he had a couple of like attempts. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I just want to I was in the building. My voice is a little
hello.
Yo, I'm here. Can you hear me? Test.
Yeah, we hear you.
Okay, good. So I was in the building. I was sitting right in front of Kat's dad and his girlfriend or fiance. Not sure if they're married yet. So I let him know, no cat, no rings. He gave me a fist bump. Shout out. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah. I
Okay,
just realized my microphone on the Discord was connected to my laptop. My audio was probably bad the whole time. Damn. All right, go ahead.
It's all good. No, I heard it.
Yeah.
So just field report. There's really just you can say a lot about the Spurs team. Their guards are relentless on defense. I mean, they're giving Brunson the business. And that's super impressive. But I think if you're going to give the Spurs MVP to anybody, you got to give it to Tony Brothers. It's just a vintage performance. Just the number of fouls that Tony Brothers didn't call against the Spurs and the number he called against the Knicks was just truly amazing. I think this game should have been a 10, 20 point classic Knicks 2.0 playoff run. I don't know, the OG 3-pointer that he missed right in front of him. We had to use a challenge for that. I don't know if you guys saw the Deuce imaginary backcourt violation. I just saw the replay.
Ridiculous.
Oh, come on now. Both of these are game changers, right? 3 points, 2 points here, losing a possession. Then there was the Fox double dribble. Did you see that one? Just held the ball and then he decided he could just pick up his dribble. Ridiculous. He gave Cat the 2 fouls. I think it was all in the third quarter. Bang, bang. And then I thought the classic one, I think you were referencing this CK2K because you aren't up on the new rules from this summer. If you touch somebody's hair, that is in fact the foul now. You saw Brunson's foul on Vassell's hair. You learned it today. See, because it's hard to keep up with the rule changes now.
It's crazy.
If you hit the top bun, it is a foul.
Right.
Ridiculous.
But ridiculous. I mean, and you called it. I mean, it's just like we're sitting here. And then I open up Twitter, driving home on the FSD from the Spurs stadium, which is a total dump. Total dump. And it's so corny up in there, man. They're giving Cleveland a run for their money in the corny business, man. They got T-shirts with gimmicks and 5 chicken wings if you get 2 assists, and you get a side order or a blue cheese if they get like a double dribble. I mean, it's like going to playing a slot machine for all the things.
Yeah, they're gamifying everything in there.
Yeah, it's just ridiculous. And then they played that do music again. That's completely ridiculous. Embarrassment, disgraziad. But if I was going to get a shout out to Car Gurus as well, thanks to them for sponsoring the program. Family show, the picks, obviously, and I'm just telling you right now, this is probably gonna be a gentleman's sweep. I think the NBA needs the money from they have those big TV contracts, so they're gonna
TV contract.
Yeah, a TV contract. They got to give at least one to Wemby. The fix is in, but we'll fight through it. We're still gonna win. I'm gonna make a prediction right now. As much as we love the captain, Cat's gonna be the MVP of the series. Cat's gonna be the MVP. He's the MVP of the first 2 games, clearly.
True. That is true. You're right, man.
And you put the 2 games together. I mean, Brunson's he's fighting out there, but he's having and he's fallen back a little bit into hero ball, not too much, because he trusts these guys. But Cat's my MVP, and I just want to say, Bridges, man, that guy is humble. We were sitting there and we were questioning him, like, what's the story? Should this guy be on the team? And we're going to put him with Cat and get Giannis or whatever. I'm just filling out my apology here, and I'm just going to need like an extra attachment to it because I got to write like a little bit of an essay. I need some extra credit because I think CK, you got to write a big apology, and we have to. I think it's like when you get in trouble and your mom's like, "You're going to go apologize," and you got to write the letter. And she walks you over to the other kid's house, and you got to do it in front of the other parents. Why are you here? Okay, I'm here because I didn't believe in Bridges. I'm here because I was like, put him in a package deal and get him out of here. And you know what? Family show, the picks. I mean, the composure he has, he's unflappable. I now realize like him and Hart are the glue. They just glue the team in, and sometimes you don't appreciate those guys as much as you need to. And then when you do need scoring, look what happened tonight. Floating, mid-range. I don't want anybody shooting a mid-range except for him.
Yeah.
Maybe a teardrop from the captain, but that's it. All right, listen, we're gonna sweep them. It's gonna be maybe gentleman sweep if Adam Silver decides he's got to pay some of these bills for the networks. But I think this might wrap up in the Garden. Great to see you guys, and
let's go.
Let's go.
Which day are you planning to come in? You coming in tomorrow or Sunday?
I think I'm gonna come in for Game 4. Okay. Because I don't know if I want to deal with the craziness. But are you gonna have Are you having a watch party for every Monday night. Too? Every night watch party.
Slate is going to be rocking.
I gotta be honest.
It's rocking.
As much as I love going to the games, I kind of am like getting FOMO.
Yeah.
For the watch party at Slate.
You need a Slate watch party experience.
I do. I need that experience.
We got the 16-foot theater screen. It's rocking in there.
People
audio. The place is upside down, man.
Ambulances are getting called, apparently. Guys are
absolutely reviving people on the spot and get back to it.
Crazy. All right, guys, give me your predictions How many games is this going, CK?
Oh, I got the broom. I got the broom.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. You're very. I think you're on point with the league might trying to get, but they tried tonight. So I got the broom.
Tonight.
We're not hearing that TikTok music anymore, J. Cal. We're not going back to San Antonio. This ends in the Garden.
I love it. JD, what do you got?
Did we lose him?
It kind of has to be the broom now, no? Because
broomy?
If they win, I don't see how they win game 3 just because of the energy. So do they win game 4? And even if they win game 4, are they going to beat this Knicks team 2 in a row? Even if it goes to San Antonio? Like, it's either broom or nothing. I think it's either broom or somehow it goes 6. And I just don't see. They're cooked.
They're cooked.
They're done.
Alex, what do you got?
I said 5. Be kind to San Antonio, but I'm kind of leaning with CK, man. I'm thinking it's going to be a sweep. I think that where you get the best effort from the Spurs tonight, and even when you get the help of the refs, like the biggest thing for me watching the Spurs is that they're feast or famine from downtown. And I just don't see how their role players are going to come into Madison Square Garden with that energy, knock down shots like that. I think the Knicks got the momentum at this point. I think they got them right where they want them. I'm thinking 4.
CP, what do you got?
I had 6, but after tonight, I'm getting the broom out, man.
You're getting the broom out. Okay, so I want everybody to.
It was a team of destiny, man. They've taken the best shot, even with the refs. It was 6-on-5 tonight, as I expected, and they should have won going away. But hey, it's a game of runs. But they got the job done. It wasn't pretty, but it was gritty.
But it was gritty. All right, everybody, get your brooms and let's open the window, and we're all gonna jump out because we're winning the chip, and this is it. And then let's spend the summer thinking about the repeat. Okay, let's start thinking about the repeat. I can't wait to have the summer shows and talk about how we're gonna repeat.
It's going to be a different era.
It's going to be a different era.
I'm telling you, that's new, man.
Different era, man. It's going to be new.
Who's going to stop us this year? And by the way, you know what everybody's thinking right now? How do we construct a team to beat the Knicks?
Yeah.
You construct a team to beat the Knicks. Remember, everybody's like, how do we beat the Boston Celtics? How are we going to beat them? Oh, we got to figure it out. It's a great mystery. We're the mystery now. We're the problem now. Go try and fix your franchise to beat us.
Big facts. Shout out to J. Cal, man. But this was a team.
You know, what's
that
the biggest thing for me why I think it's a sweep? It's just, like, Wembanyama can't get by our big man.
No,
I think that's the biggest key is their best player, and what people said was going to be the best player in this series is having trouble creating a shot, not only versus our starting big man, versus our backup big man. For 48 minutes, this guy has a tough problem.
Yeah.
And him scoring 25 points or 26 points, that's not hurting us.
It's not.
In other words, he has to go Super Saiyan for them to win.
Do the 40 like he did against OKC.
And he
might not have enough in the bag. He might not have enough in the bag.
He has to work too hard to do it against this Knicks personnel. That's the problem is he went from 29 minutes per game in the regular season to 10 more minutes to 39 minutes to having to play 40 minutes in this series. And not only is that adjustment having a physical fatigue on him, there's also a mental fatigue that he's facing, because the mental fatigue to me is actually a bigger burden than the physical, because the mental he's facing as the Knicks is that he's thinking to himself, yo, my jab step, my first step, my any step, Mitchell Robinson is still staying in front of me.
And did you see Mitchie's emotions at the end of that game, bro? But show that last play again. Did you see the emotions from Big Country? Big Country knows what time it is. It's coming, man. The last play.
Yes. Yeah.
Big Country is getting a ring. The elder statesman of the Knicks. And that technical foul was ridiculous.
You had Cat grill Wemby, and then you had Mitch get a technical foul against Wemby.
Yeah. Here,
so nobody is intimidated by Wemby.
Let's go.
At all, bro.
Let's go, Big Country. Let's go. Look at this stop by Big Country right here, man. Look at this. Look at this goal line stand by Big Country. We here. Look at him. Look at him. Let's go. Let's go.
7 feet
Let's
tall,
go,
trying to
man.
bait a foul, man. That's crazy, bro.
Look at Starks. Clyde always showing the rings. This is Clyde Stan.
Yeah, Clyde. Oh, yeah.
My
Always,
OG
man.
Always flexing
Hat
the rings.
first, then the rings. It's always Clyde hat
gives him
first
the
and the
power.
ring.
That gives him the power, man. Yo, everything about this. Oh my God, I just love everything about this. I can't get enough. This is Clyde's stance right there.
Yeah.
Always flashes the rings.
Yeah.
Always.
Yep.
And Starks is in the mid. Oh, come on, man. Come on, man. How could you
And
be a
wait-
fan of any other team in the league? No other team is like this.
Wait till
No
we get to the Garden. Wait till we get to the Garden and watch
on,
all the alumni show up, man. It's gonna be
Show
man,
me
it's gonna
the
be crazy.
team whose alumni is hanging around like this. Jordan don't
telling
want nothing to do with the Bulls. Jordan ain't been with the Bulls since 1998. All right? Larry Bird ain't been with the Celtics since he got up out of there. He's more Indiana than anything. Show me the team whose legends is still hanging around the team. Magic ain't even with the Lakers no more. Hakeem ain't with the Rockets. I mean, we could go down the list, right? Which
We go to this
has-
team alone. Where's Bruce Bowen at?
Where's Bruce Bowen?
Tony Parker show up? Like,
Shout out to
where Matt
Antonio
Bonner?
Jones. Antonio's
You know what
a
I
friend
mean?
of the program. Antonio's a friend of the program. That's my guy. You know, I like talking basketball with Antonio.
It's so wild.
Show me the
so
team
wild.
that's like this with us.
We be having Tim Thomas.
Tim
Right.
Thomas is
He
is-
shows
is
up,
a fan
yeah.
favorite. Come on, man. The once a Nick, always a Nick barbecue is second to none. We need like on a parade, we need like 3 to 5 buses. I want everybody on there.
Facts.
I want Jerry Tyler on a bus. I want Eddie Curry. I'm not even going to go down the list. It's too late.
You want Eddie Curry after you got a ring
No,
with
I
the
want
Heat?
Eddie Curry on a
What?
bus.
Let him cook. Let him
I want Marty Collins on a bus. He was throwing hands too, man.
I want Terry Murray.
I want Teray Murray on
Or,
a bus.
yeah. Hey, not
We
too
need
much
about
now.
10 buses
Right.
for the always a Nick barbecue
Right.
alone.
They want
need about
JR
10 of
and
them.
Chris Smith. Let's go. Bring them both, man.
All
Facts.
of the guys that had a hive. Everybody.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying? D Lee.
Cam Reddish.
Nah. You island.
What you mean? Cam got us Josh Hart. Cam Reddish is invited. What you mean? Cam Reddish got us Josh Hart. He coming on through, man. Come on, man.
Cam Reddish is not invited to the once a Nick, always a Nick barbecue. Y'all wilding now, man.
You know what's even more wild? Yabu Selly about to get a ring.
Yeah, I'm about to get a ring. That why
Bro.
he showed up. He showed up. In the first
Shaquem
round.
Noah.
He didn't show up.
Yes,
He
he did.
showed
What you
up.
mean, Alex? Yes,
He
he
did.
did.
Yes, he did. He did.
Bro, yes, he did. He was in
You know, I
I'm
Yes, he
telling
did.
on everything I love.
Yabu
Yabu was
showed
there,
up.
man. He
Oh
was
my
He was
God.
in the ring.
on everything. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Bargnani,
Yes,
get
sir.
Bargnani in there.
Yeah. Oh my God. Let's get Bargnani in there.
Oh my goodness. Do we
Yabu
get Chris
got-
Smith in there too?
Nah, Trey Burke.
Bro.
Trey Burke has to be on the float. Trey Burke
Oh,
gotta
for
be
sure.
in it.
Shout out
Yeah,
You
Joe
know, you know who I thought was gonna be a part of this after that
Yeah.
summer league? Well, I thought he was the next KD. Kevin
Oh,
Knox.
my boy Knox. Yeah.
Yeah. Kev has to be part
Bro,
of
the way he played in that summer league, I thought he was going to be
Fooled
the
us, brother.
second option of
Me
this
too.
team. The way
Me
he
too,
played
man.
there,
Me
he
too.
gassed us up.
Yeah.
Bro,
100%, bro.
100%.
that game
Me
against
too.
Milwaukee will, as a rookie, that month of December will always forever live in my mind.
man.
Yeah.
Summer League
absolutely.
in December, Kev. Never forget
You
him, man.
invite Frank Ntilikina. I'm seeing Frank Ntilikina in the chat.
Yo, Frank got a ring before the Knicks. We gotta invite Frank.
Him and Fournier.
Him
Yeah,
and Fournier
too.
gotta be on the floor. You know?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
I know.
yeah.
Wait a minute. Hold on. I know the guy that needs to be invited to make CP happy.
Oh God, don't say it.
Big Money Burks.
Big
Oh,
money
Oh,
gotta
my
be on
God.
it. They gotta call Big Money. Big Money needs
we were having
needs
fun.
Needs a mail-in invitation.
We
Absolutely.
were having fun. We were having fun too. That's crazy.
Yeah, we're calling Big Money. Big Money's on the float. We already got it in. Send him the message. We good. He's coming in from Colorado. Big Money's in there, man. Yeah. Good idea, Alex. Great idea. I'm gonna
Shout out Glenn Rice.
Shout out to Glenn Rice. Glenn Rice. Bro, remember when they thought Glenn Rice, Houston, and Sprewell was about to be a big three? Remember that?
He was on the sauce.
That was a big Sports Center
Bro.
segment. They were like, yo, the Knicks got a new
you
dimension.
remember,
of killers.
bro, I remember when we had Melo, Derrick Rose, KP.
Yeah.
And Derrick Rose is like, they talking about us as like the Warriors. Big
Oh, yeah, the super team.
Yeah.
Super team.
And
Yep.
then he just stopped showing up.
I believed it too.
We forgot
You
first
did?
2 or 3 rows just stopped coming to the games.
Bro,
Yeah, absolutely crazy.
bro.
Yeah. Al, let's
We've been
wrap
through
this
it.
Goes to
Super Chats, man.
Frederick Weiss. Goes to Frederick
Yeah,
Weiss.
shout out to Frederick Weiss. Al, let's wrap the Super Chats, man, and get up at it. It's almost 2:45, man. I got to get sleep. I'm tired. I'm cooked.
KP's not invited, by the way. Go ahead.
No.
Just want to make no. KP is not invited. Him and his brother.
He's got a ring. He can't pull up. Nah, he's got a ring.
Where did we? Oh my goodness gracious! Where did we
Yeah.
leave off? Whew.
All the way.
So many
Yo,
super
CK,
chats.
while Alex gets the super chats, I was talking to CP. I was like, yo, the way this is going, Wednesday might be it. And I don't know what we do for post game, but we might have to run this to the next day.
It's going to be
100%.
We're running a telethon. We're running a telethon.
Taking shifts.
Hey.
Alex and CK first.
Yeah.
And me and JD in a nightcap. Then Alex and TK when they wake up.
Wake up in the morning. All right, for sure.
Alex
For
and
sure.
CK
Yeah.
for the morning show. And me and JD for the afternoon drive. And we just gonna keep rotating. It's gonna
We
be
just
a
gonna go.
24-hour telethon.
Oh my goodness!
Yeah, I'm with it.
Everyone call out of work.
I'm with it. I'm with it.
Yeah, I'm with it.
Right. Well, say why not?
Let's
bro.
do it.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna be able to sleep with the championship, so why not?
I'm not gonna be able to. Yeah. We just
Why
gonna
not?
run it as a telethon, man. It is what it is. We got it.
Yeah.
You know, the people will come, man. The people will be here
1000%.
for sure.
Don't know what we'll talk about for all that time, but we're gonna be talking about something.
Bro, we gonna have a trillion.
Talk to the
callers.
fans.
We're gonna have a trillion callers, man.
Yeah, the
Everybody gonna
calls,
call
right.
in what they take. It's gonna
Yeah.
take that long. It's gonna take
Yeah.
a day to go through all the super chats and all the calls.
Mm.
It's gonna take
Yeah.
a day, man. All the people gonna tap in. So yeah, we'll run a telethon, man. We ain't going.
All right.
Yeah, absolutely.
Let's go.
All right, how we looking on the supers?
All right, let's get to the super chats now.
Mhm.
Shout out to Knicks Forever with the $2 super chat. Says can't say enough about Mikal, Mike Brown's coaching tonight. Thought he did a good job. Shout out to Viva O Life with the what's the R? I don't even know what this. I don't know what this currency is, but it said Brazilian currency. What's the Brazilian currency? Anybody know? Shout out to Viva O Life with Nixon 5 rooting from Brazil. Brazil was it winning Saturday in the World Cup and Knicks getting the chip. Bridges, an underrated hero. Let's go Knicks. Shout out to Kenya Diggett with the $10 super chat. Says why they keep making excuses for Wemby. First he was tired, now he's inexperienced. How many Knicks players have final experience except OG? The ref tried so hard to give Spurs this game. Close it out at MSG. Yeah, man. They're going to do everything to just give Wemby the excuse at this point. He's supposed to be the alien, the next coming of like a LeBron James type-esque, and he can't hang, man, in the NBA Finals. It's all good. Shout out to XQZ Mindset with the $10 super chat. Says up 2-0 with 2 more to go. It's our time now. We just have to keep taking it one game at a time. Family show them picks. Let's go Knicks. That's right. Still one game at a time. 2 more games away. Got to keep focus. Game 3 on Monday. Just win that one. That's the next challenge. Win game 3. Shout out to Timothy Dantzler with the $2 super chat. Says OG was like blouses to Wemby. Yeah, game blouses. There, KP Go. Shout out to you for the $10 super chat. Says that was a tough fourth, but I'm proud of these dudes. And against the blatant one-sided officiating from that game fixer Tony Brothers and his merry band of idiots. Let's family show go Knicks. Shout out to the real carnivore with the $2 super chat. Says Shamit is the only Knick without a foul all game. Shout out to Rush $10 super chat. Cardiac Knicks added again. Cat was the MVP of this game. No I in team. Mikal came up big. Shannon with the timely shots. And old reliable OG. Tony Brothers needs to be investigated. Nixon 4. Shout out to Tess with the $5 super chat. Says The tech on Big Mitch and no tech on Wemby was egregious. Wemby is the most overrated and college superstar ever. Yeah, what did you guys think about that tech? That tech was ridiculous.
Trash. And quick.
I thought it was a game 2 juju.
Okay, that's fair.
Of course it was ridiculous. Of course. There's no other way around it. It should have been a non-call to begin with.
If you were to call anybody, I thought Wemby was starting the entire thing, but
I saw way harder physicality in the Western Conference Finals. That didn't
they allow was it Carter just to knock into SGA for a rebound?
To push Chet and talk trash to him and never called anything.
Nothing.
So this is the NBA Finals now, and you're getting an off-ball technical foul. Game 2, man. Juju.
Yeah. Shout out to Blue with the $5 super chat, says 2 more wins and big body Brunson will be tatted on my body. Shout out to Killer Cal for the 3rd quarter. Let's go Knicks. Shout out to Silver Souls with the $5 super chat, says let's go Knicks. 2 more. Welcome to Knicks Forever for becoming a franchise channel member. Shout out to Jay's Official for the $10 super chat, said 2 wins away from winning it all. I have waited all my life for this. Pops, we did it. Orange and blue skies. Shout out to Snacks with the $5 super chat, says I'm only 29 and my heart should not be taking this level of stress. A win is a win, but my blood pressure is through the roof. Woo! Let's go Knicks. Shout out to Izzy FC with the $10 super chat, says I went bar hopping at the Navy Pier in Chicago since I'm there for Pokemon Go Fest. There's Spurs fans and Knicks fans there, and I took my Knicks jersey to Chicago. Go Knicks. Shout out to TM. Shout out to the Chief Modern Operation, man, for being a franchise channel for 40 months and for being a great Chief Modern Operation. Said Tony Brothers tried, Alex Mike died, Nixon 5. Shout out to Armin Duda for being a franchise channel member for 21 months. Says everything is bigger in Texas, including the Knicks win streak. That's 13. Shout out to Russell Whiskey with the $20 super chat, says the Spurs are going to retire Tony Brothers' number, hang his jersey from the rafters. Shout out to Triple C Pointer with the $2 super chat, says Nixon 4, say no more. Shout out to Edward Rodriguez for two $2 super chat, says how did Fox get up on JB's face and get no tech? And the next one says everyone needs a Ruby Rod haircut to get fouls. Shout out to Harris. Shout out to Harrison Montreal with the Canadian $7 super chat, says, I freaking love this team so much, man. Let's go Knicks. Shout out to Jack City 718 with the $5 super chat, says a Knick fan just entered the chat with heart orange and blue heart emojis. Slate was lit. Nixon 4.
Yeah,
shout out to Mason Redeemed. Welcome to the franchise channel membership. Did you get the Eric L. Beats super chat, CP?
No, I didn't. Shout out to Eric.
Shout out to the resident KFTV DJ Eric L. Beats with the $50 super chat, says another gritty win tonight to take a 2-0 series lead, but job not done, job not finished. Come home for game 3 and get the job done. I know the Knicks are still angry on how they finished the 4th quarter, but they got the win regardless. Slate was a zoo tonight. Shout out to Timothy Danzel with the $2 super chat, says Brunson get the Tims tonight. Shout out to Defect with the $5 super chat, says who would have thought that the Knicks would be in the finals up 2 and we have Karl Anthony Towns defense to thank. Cat might snatch the finals MVP. Just might. Shout out to Jesser with the $5 super chat, says we got to play the same song in the Garden for them. We don't got to do that, man. We can be classy. The Spurs can be classless. We can be classy. Shout out to the Leo JS for gifting 2 franchise channel memberships. Shout out to Steven Santiago with the $5 super chat, says zebras are food too. Let's go. Shout out to Trix the Barber with the $20 super chat, says I can't wait for the Spurs to feel them boos after playing that goofy SSA music while introducing us. They won't even know what hit them. Shout out to Kane Marco with the $50 super chat, says, gentlemen, we've been through the mud, through the doldrums of the worst GMs in basketball history.
I got that one.
Oh, you got that one? Okay.
Yeah.
And you got this Trix the Barber. Okay. Shout out to Big Figs with the $5 super chat, says, tap it in late. Shout out to CK2K's guy Family show them picks. Refs can't help them. My Christian Dior, Knicks in 4. Shout out to Chuck D with the $20 super chat. Throw a hashtag PE in the chat. Says, hard to beat, harder to kill, refuse to lose. Jalen Havlicek, dead your Giannis talk, dead them picks. The OG dunk on Wemby underneath. Look at Mikal's eyes. This was tougher than any NFL game this century. Cornette kick, I was done. Shout out to Blue.
Tyson Chandler definitely invited to the parade. Definitely.
Oh, yeah.
1,000%.
He's been on the low. We haven't heard from Tyson. He doesn't do the podcast circuit or nothing, man. Tyson's definitely invited, man. Definitely.
Probably just out there growing his beard, man. We probably wouldn't even recognize him.
Probably.
Shout out to Blue. Shout out to Blue with the $5 super chat. Says 2 more and big body Brunson will be tatted on my body. And my dog will be named Cat. Shout out to Killakai for the 3rd quarter. Let's go Knicks. Shout out to Steven Ruiz with the $10 super chat. Says Cat is one of us. He wants it as bad as any fan. Rest in peace to Cat's mom. Rest in peace to Cat's mom, indeed.
For sure.
Shout out to Steven Lopez with the $20 super chat. Says shout out to CK Alex CP. I'm going to game 3 watch party. Let's go Knicks in 4. It's a sweep. I'm in there like swimwear. I'm jumping out the window. CP, where you at? Let's go Knicks. Monday, it's my birthday. Shout out Chuck. Shout out to Chuck D for the fan.
Salute, man.
Shout out to Michael White with the $5 super chat. Says it's obvious the NBA wants to extend the series for TV and streaming and content, but destiny. Shout out to Justin J with the $10 super chat. Says I can't believe Wemby just said this in his presser. I could have been better at recovering from the high of the conference finals. The Knicks have his heart, and game 3 is going to be a Knicks explosion. All right. Shout out to Sun Doggy for gifting 20 franchise channel memberships. Shout out to D Olive with the $20 super chat. Says if you remove the hack of Mitch and the OG challenge, we had 15 fouls to their 27. If you look at the paper, we had the same amount of fouls, but they gave every shooting foul to them, but only gave us dead ball fouls.
Yeah.
Shout out to D Olive for gifting 5 franchise channel memberships as well. Shout out to BX Mills with the $5 super chat. Says Knicks was -2.5 tonight in Vegas. You think the refs knew tonight? Anyways, we move 2 more to immortality. KnicksFanTV has been a godsend. Shout out to Kevin Bean with the $2 super chat. Says they need to play Wangsta in MSG for the Spurs. Shout out to Iris with the $10 super chat. Appreciate it. With the emoji saying KO. Shout out to King David with the $10 super chat. 2 more and Jalen gets finals MVP. I know Cat is balling, but we don't get to 2-0 without Brunson doing what he does. 3 straight buckets down the stretch in game 1. Go ahead free throw and a steal in game 2. Shout out to BX Mills with the $2 super chat. Says the 4 horsemen of KFTV is in the building. Shout out to Abstract with the $5 super chat. Says my Dominican brother Cat kills it. My prima Yicey graduates and is officially a doctor. Knicks up 2-0. Can't ask for more except this crazy traffic on the George Washington Bridge. GW. Shout out to Sunny Dog. Shout out to Sun Doggy with the $20 super chat. Says everyone here at KFTV really take a minute to be proud of what you all built together here. Amazed and thankful to you guys. Shout out to you, Sun Doggy. Shout out to Snizzle for Rizzle with the $2 super chat. Says Knicks survived an MVP game from Tony Brothers. Shout out to Chuck D once again with the $20 super chat. Says believe this when you're told. Cat's 32 number gonna hang. OG 8, Bridges 25, Josh 3 gonna hang, and of course Cap 11. Trust it. Sorry who don't make it. There's another super previously that answers the hate coming at us from all over. Shout out to Nikki J. Johnson with what's the A for this currency?
Australia.
You know, CP? Australia. Shout out to Nikki J with the Australian $15 super chat. Says back on the tractor right now. Toowoomba, Australia. Long weekend here. Party time. Thanks for all your work.
Toowoomba, salute.
Toowoomba back in the building. Shout out to CL. Shout out to CL Kendrick with the $2 super chat. Says matter of fact, Bridges went the heck off. Shout out to Swanye for becoming a franchise channel member. Shout out to S. Gomez for gifting 5 franchise channel memberships. Shout out to Proven with the $2 super chat. Says, got that pick for CK of CP out the window. Check the Discord. CK, what was it? What was the graphic that we needed of CP jumping out the window?
Bro man. Saying they calling you bro man, CP.
I love it. I love it. I love
that's
it,
what I
man.
want to see. Yeah, I want to see that too. We need
100%,
that graphic.
100%.
Shout out to S. Gomez with the $10 super chat. Says, let's go Knicks. Shout out to Santana D-Block with the $2 super chat for being a franchise channel member. Says, I was in the building rocking my KFTV hat. Shout out to Diego with the $1 super chat. Shout out to Eric G for becoming a franchise channel member. Shout out to Johnny Angel with the $5 super chat. Says, the blockness monster makes him respect the paint like my all-time fave, the Hoya Destroyer, Pat Ewing. Defense definitely send him his flowers. There, KP Go. Shout out to you for the $5 super chat. Says, I see Howard Isley in the garden. I might scream at my TV like how I used to whenever he used to check in the game. All right. Shout out to Johnny Angel with the $5 super chat. Says, block this monster. Longest tenured Nick, taking his mental aggression out on the Purs in a big way. Shout out to their KP Go with the $5 super chat. Says, Isley and Moochie Norris. Ah, man, don't get me started. LMAO. Shout out to Johnny Angel with the $2 super chat. Says, put him in the trunk. Shout out to John Boy with the $5 super chat. Do you hang this in-season tournament banner and the championship banner? You hang all 3 banners. That's what we're doing, people.
Easter,
all 3.
Hang them all up.
All of them. I want to have the longest ring ceremony in NBA history. When they open up next season, they're getting the rings. They're like, oh wait, here's the in-season tournament, Easter Conference, and there's the NBA championship.
Shout out AP 1586, appreciate you. Shout out No Sleep, appreciate you. Shout out Manny C86, Onifa Dead, salute to you, and Boss Girl 8 $5 super chat says, JB needs to call his friend Mariska Captain Benson to report an assault against him in the guards. We still win. 2 more to go. Love these guys. Yep, absolutely, man. Yo, great show, everybody, man. We got to crash out, man. It's been a long show, long night for sure. Great job, CK, Alex. Great job, JD. Great job to everybody who pulled up to the watch party. We'll be back either late Saturday or Sunday to take some more of your calls, man. I know we left a lot of callers out there, man. It's just getting late, and we got to close out the show. So we'll be back either, just look out for the bad signal. We'll put it out with enough time. Probably Sunday. We'll do the debrief with Morelli, and we'll take some more of your calls. But, yeah, man, appreciate everybody for tapping in tonight. Just continue to be proud of this team. Continue to support this team. And, pull up to the watch party. Those tickets will be available at some point. We'll let you guys know, either Saturday or Sunday. Make sure you guys are signed up for the mailing list. Head over to KnicksFanTV.com. Click on newsletter. Put your email in there, and you'll be notified via email when the watch party tickets go on sale. Act fast because, like people I talk to, the tables go very fast. The tables for Game 2 literally went within a half hour. And we sold like 40 tables, right? So it's high demand. It's a great place to be. Action-packed atmosphere, as you guys see, and from people in the chat, as JD will tell you, man. So great show. Shout out to the Replay Gang. Shout out to our franchise channel members. And we will see you guys over the weekend, man. Peace.